What's up, YouTube? Is this thing on? Can y'all hear me? ABC. Can y'all hear me? Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? There we go. All right. I hope you all are doing well. Look, I'm gonna let you all come in. I'm gonna say what I need to say. I see what's going on. I see what's happening. Yeah, I see what's happening. Hey, 4 pieces of tilapia. So I'm gonna tell this story one more time, and then I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do about it, and we're gonna move on. So you all, we had our banner competition. First place winner said, "Hey, I'm going to go ahead and you know, you own this. This is for you." And I did what I needed to do. I negotiated in good faith. I did what I needed to do for my first place winner. I told you all straight up. I'm like, this is what's going to happen. And the money that you give, that I give you is at the discretion of the owner, which is me. Heidi enters in the competition. Now, we've had issues with Heidi before, but it is what it is. I'm like, okay, but really, it doesn't really matter as long as you do a good banner. I'm good with it, and we'll go on with that. Heidi, presented her banner. Banner competition came up. Now, instead of doing the DocuSign, I had them do the email saying, "Hey, I relinquished this. This is Jay Wilson, so da 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 da, third." So I told Heidi that she won second place. I want y'all to be reminded that I said that whatever the second place winner gets is at the discretion of the content creator. But we're going to remedy this next year. It's going to be uh, for it all. It's not going to be a second place. It's just going to be one first place winner. One first place winner. That's it. No, it's not any drama because I'm getting ready to quell it right now. So Heidi, saying, okay, this is great. I got the email. And then she asked me, well, how much is it for the second place winner? I said $200. Heidi didn't respond. She didn't say anything. Heidi came on the show. I knew it was going to be some mess because she didn't relinquish anything. I'm like, okay. So she did all of that talking and all of that, this is what I figured and all of that stuff. Now, I have you all to know that she knew that this was $200. It's not like she did not know. She knew. Yeah, she hit ODS, but this is why I'm so glad that I said I'm going to come with this right away because I saw the foolishness. So once she arrived, I gave her $250. Again, Heidi knew exactly what this is about. So this is a scam. It's a scam, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. So Heidi knew this. Heidi knew this. Then today, I get a request for $150. I politely declined it because you knew what the deal was when you got on here. And again, Heidi, you're trying to shake it down. You're trying to get more money. You knew what it was. I can understand if I didn't tell you, but I told you $200. And if you think $200 is just for you to appear, you're wrong. You're wrong. But that's okay. So I came out and told it because I knew it was going to be. But let me say what this. So Heidi, I'm going to say this. I want you to keep that money. You keep it. You keep it. You keep it. I'm going to go ahead and delete your video. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm going to collaborate, and we're going to have. So I'll be out tomorrow. Panel chaos. You are. I don't know if you'll hook away, but that was a real crackhead move. You going on ODS channel and line, and you know what? I have, and I really, but I'm not gonna do it. I really feel like showing people the email, but you keep that money. You keep it. It's not that deep. You keep it. You must need it. Do what you need to do. You don't owe me shit. Don't hit my panel. Don't do anything for me. Don't participate. You are banned from participating in any challenge or anything that I have because you don't operate in good faith. You are a bunch of drama and a bunch of mess. Heidi, you knew at the beginning, I said the payment is at the discretion of the content creator. And I also told you what that meant. And you're too smart not to say I didn't know. I'm not going to give you any content. After I finish this, it's a done deal. So what do you all think of Heidi now? What do you all think of this person? Oh, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. You know what, Heidi, if you think it's right to keep the money, my Wi-Fi, y'all, I'm just getting in my garage. Look, you all, I'm just getting in my garage. Okay? I am riding home. So chill out. I'm just getting in my garage. Now, if you think my internet is janky, baby, I will go ahead and give you some of the providers and y'all can work together. It's good now because I'm in my garage. That's what I'm trying to just let y'all understand. Look at the context. Now, look, I have learned this is the second time, Heidi. So my thing is there won't be a third. We're done. Don't enter into my competitions. Don't click my link. I don't even want you on the link because Heidi, you just really show who you are. Keep that 250. Let me say this: it was the people's money. They're the ones who donated. At the end of the day, I gave you exactly what I told. I gave. Well, hold on. I gave you more of what I told you I was going to give you. And Heidi, this is the thing, and this is where you are diabolical, and this is where you are a scammer. Then you want to call me a scammer, but this is for you to scammer. Once you got that email, Heidi, all you had to do is say, Jay, this is low, or I'm not giving up my stuff for this. You didn't say a word. You got free $250 for that. Then you're talking about your work. But Heidi, you had every opportunity to email me and say no. And my thing is this, Heidi, I would have rather not you shown up, and we could have found another second place. See, that's the thing. You showed up. You showed up. You showed up. And my thing is, if it was too low, you should have told me or not showed up. But you sat right there on that thing. You sat right there and did all of that. So my thing is, Heidi, you're the one who's operating in bad faith, not me. I'm not going to sit here and dog you out. I am not going to sit here and say all manner of junk about you. I'm not. I'm not. This is who you are. We see you. I see you. This is the last time. We live and learn, and we won't do this again. And that's all I really got to say about it. It ain't no drama. It ain't no drama. It ain't nothing. You know, H-Town, sweetie, that's the thing. Heidi took the payment. Heidi didn't say a word. Heidi knew what this was about. Heidi, you're not a dumb woman. You're not a dumb woman. But you are a conniving, vindictive, sneaky person. And you probably was going to do this all along. So you did your big one. Okay. But I'm going to tell you what, I will not work with you again on anything. On anything. So I'm not mad, you all. The only thing is, it is it's that she, people, we raised the money. Heidi knew what was going on, and that's it. But instead of being mad, I'm going to reach out to spoken word, and we're going to collaborate on something, and we're going to see what we can do. And I'm going to work with spoken word because spoken word is the professional one. And thank God that spoken word won first place because I couldn't imagine giving you $1,062 and this is what you're doing. Well, she don't have to give back anything. She don't have to give back nothing. I'm keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it. I'm going to go ahead and delete your stuff. Thank you. It was a lesson learned. I'm not going to sit here and be upset about it. I could be, but I'm not. It's Heidi. And at the end of the day, Heidi, it ain't my reputation on the line. I did exactly what I said I was going to do. I did exactly what I said I was going to do. So you go ahead and keep that 250. Congratulations. Enjoy it. And I will go ahead and delete your videos. And that's it. And that's all I really have to say about it. They did, Destiny, but that's okay, Destiny. You know what, Destiny? I was going to do that, and this is why I'm going to do it next year. Because again, for spoken word sent me an email, and she said that I am giving up these rights and so on and so forth. So spoken word did it, and so that's what we're going to do. But let me say this: I'm not upset about it. A lesson learned, and it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and argue. I'm not going to sit here and have drama with her. I ain't doing none of that. I'm not doing any of that. It's a lesson learned. The person who won first. And I'm going to work with my first place winner because we operated in good faith. My first place winner did what she needed to do, and I'm going to work with my first place winner. So at the end of the day, you all, it's done. I'm not upset. I'm going to go ahead and delete the video. She keep that $250. Probably need it. So that's what we're going to do. But I hope you all are watching, and I hope you look. I hope you see. And I thought I wouldn't have to do that, but this is why you got to do stuff. It's people like Heidi. That's why you got to do stuff like that. But I'm not upset. I'm not going to be upset. It's a new year. Hopefully, you see how things operate. Now, what I am going to say about me is I'm a man of my word. The person won their $1,062. Nope, I'm not. You know what, though? You know what, though? You know what? I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this for Heidi. Heidi, you asked me to come. I came. Heidi, believe it or not, I gave you more than $400 worth. Not only did I show up to your show, then I came back again. So Heidi, you know what? It's all good. You're not getting $400. You got $250. I'm not going to use your banner. And even if I did want to use it now, it's left a bad taste in my mouth that I wouldn't even want to use it now. So no, thank you. I'm going to go ahead and delete it. You keep that $250. I'm going to reach out to spoken word, and we're going to work out something. I'm not upset. I know what you're trying to do. You are a bunch of chaos, and I don't have time for it. Real low rent type of stuff. And you know what? Thank God you have a good husband. Thank God. You have a really good husband, Heidi. I don't know how he puts up with it, but you have a good husband. And I'm gonna move on with that. Um, let me say this: my 162 don't have nothing to do with her. That $1,062 is for the winner. If she would have won, she would have got the $1,062. I was very clear to say that at the end of the day, it is at the discretion of me. But look, you all, it ain't no big deal. It's a done deal. It's finished. I'm not crying over spilled milk. You learn from your past, you live in your present, and you remember it and plan for your future. Now, y'all can sit here and fight and all of that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna do it. Again, I'm gonna speak to spoken word and we're gonna work something out. And that's it. You all know what I said. You know exactly what I said. I'm not upset about it. It is what it is. Ain't no drama. Keep the 250. I'm going to delete your stuff. I just want y'all to remember what happened here. And you know what? It was my fault. You know, I'm going to tell you why it's my fault. Because I should have gone ahead and had those, uh, that DocuSign. But you know what? I said, well, no, we'll do it in email. We'll go ahead and do it in the email. And for the most part, you all, can I say this? Most of the people said, Jay, you can use my stuff. Or Jay, it was Heidi. It's just Heidi. And you know what? Like I said, I don't know what's going on with the Tiny Khan situation. And I'm not going to go there either. But Heidi, it seems like, it's problematic. Keep the 250, baby. Enjoy the 250. Enjoy the 250. And that's all I got to say about it. I just wanted to come on. I just wanted to come on and let it go. The old me would be ready to fight and say, we're going to do this and do this. But you know what, y'all? Some people live for strife. And, she went on ODS's channel and somebody told me, I'm not going to even go over there and watch it. At the end of the day, Heidi, if you had an issue, you should have said it right then when I said $200 and you showed right on up. And then I gave you $250. Now, we had $2,000, Heidi. But guess what? It had nothing to do with you because, again, it was at the discretion of me. And I was very clear in saying that. So, if you didn't win first place, the only thing that was guaranteed was the first place winner. And you knew that going in. You knew the first place winner was that. And so that's it. And yeah, you put some music to it, you put this and that to it, but it wasn't what I would use at the beginning. So, it is what it is. So take your stuff back and use it for somebody else. And, you didn't waste too much time. You got 250 out of it, and I hope you're happy. And I'm not upset at all. Not upset at all. All I'm gonna say is I will never work with you again on anything, on any project. Now, let me say this. I'm not telling y'all not to work with Heidi. I'm not telling you all that. But I am saying I will never work with Heidi again um, because she doesn't operate in good faith. Heidi knew, again, the rules. She knew that the only person who had a guaranteed bag was the first place winner. She knew going in. She knew going in. And again, you all, I emailed Heidi because she asked me what was the prize. I said $200. She said nothing. When she arrived, I gave her $250. She said nothing. And then all of a sudden, she gonna hit me up for $150 on Cash App. And I politely declined it. And that's it. It's a bit, see, I'm not giving back anything. I'm good. It's even. She keeps that. I will not play her video. I'm gonna go ahead and delete it. And that's how it's gonna be. And I'm gonna get with spoken word, and we're gonna go ahead and work on something else. She's not the only one who can do videos. She's not the only one who can do that. And so that's what I'm gonna do. And that's it. And look, I don't even want the money back. It's all good. I've been blessed.
And that's all I'm gonna say about it. She didn't say anything. She sent the heart, y'all. She sent the heart. That's the thing. She sent the heart to confirm that she received it. It is what it is. That's not my problem. That's not my problem. Let me say this about that. I sat there. No, no, Island Diva. I sat there, and I'm going to tell y'all something about me. I'm going to stop trying to be the enforcer for grown people. Heidi said, Brian, is Brian still breathing? Now, it was wrong for Brian to get up there and go at Heidi, but that's what he did. Heidi gets up and she comes on. Instead of taking her win and move on, that's it. Let me say this: nobody forces people to click the link. Heidi didn't have to click the link. Heidi sat there and fought with Brian. I didn't say not one thing about Heidi's children. I didn't say anything about Heidi's daughter or son. Heidi was fighting with Brian. Heidi wasn't fighting with me. That has nothing to do with what just happened. So my focus is, I said that second place winner prize money is at the discretion of the content creator. I emailed Heidi to tell her she was the second place winner. I need her Cash App. I prefer to send the Cash App, when she gets on. She got on. She asked me how much would it be. I said $200. She said, okay, I'll see you then. She came up. I gave her $250. Nothing was said. She could have even rejected it, actually, while she was on. She didn't. Then all of a sudden, today, I get something for 150 saying that I work very hard. And I declined it because my thing is, even though you work very hard, I gave you what I told you I was going to give you. And so when you sent that, you're telling me, oh, I'm getting ready to start some mess. But guess what? All I'm going to say is this: thank you, Heidi, for your service. You got an appearance fee, and I will work with the first place winner to finish a banner for that. So that's what we're going to do. I'm not upset with you. I just want to work with you. Thank you. I hope people see what you've done. Hopefully, y'all learn from my mistakes. I made a mistake because I should have had her sign something. But guess what? I'm not. It's done. Can't cry over spilled milk, and you move right along. I'm not getting ready to start arguing and cursing and going on. I'm not going to do it. Keep the 250. There's another way to do this. I will get another banner for a second one. I will have Outspoken One do another one with maybe verbal and visual. And that's what we'll do. I mean, because she's won $1,062, and I'm sure she'll be more than willing to help me. But thank you, Heidi, for what you contributed. Thank you for showing up for your appearance fee. And I'm sorry that this is our last time working together, but I will not work with you again because of your unprofessionalism. At the end of the day, you should have spoken up earlier with the email. I told you exactly what I was offering. You said nothing. And then I gave you $50 more than what I even told you. Now you're going back talking about somewhere when you came, I did this and this and this. Okay, but this was a banner. And if you really want to get into it, Heidi, at the end of the day, yeah, but I pulled time to be with you and some other things that went along with it. So I appreciate that, but it ain't tit for tat. So again, whatever you gave me is because you wanted to give me. Uh, Yeah. And Heidi, I worked in good faith with you because I told you not to even send the money until I land in Atlanta. And I didn't give you any set amount. You could have gave me $200 and I still would have been there. You could have given me $500. I still would have been there. Because the thing is, I was coming to help you. That's what you did. And that's it. And I don't owe you anything really, uh, Heidi, because again, it could have been winner take all. Could have been winner take all. And yeah, the winner got 1,000, and I got a good chunk of money, but the second place banner was the second place banner, and it was at the discretion of the content creator. And if you were really leery with that, you should have never gotten in the competition. Oh yeah, people are not going to tell me when to get rid of or feel. I'm going to deal with this right now, and I'm going to talk about it today because again, I knew what it was going to be, but I'm not going to work with you again because this is what you do, and you don't do stuff like that. It's called bad sportsmanship. It's called passive aggressiveness. If you had issue with what you got, you should have said something earlier. I mean, I made the rules very clear, very clear. And let me tell you all again, everything I said I was going to do, I did it. We started early, 9 o'clock. The winner got her money. The winner came on. The winner talked about what she did. We showed that. I came back on again. We showed all the banners. Second place came in. I did exactly what I needed to say I was going to do. And everybody sent me what they needed to send me. And I got their cash app. That's all I can do. Now, you're not pleased with what I gave you, but you didn't say anything at the first initial. And then I gave you a little bit more. And then you send me $150 cash app. And when she did that, you all immediately, knowing how beef sector operates, I said, let me get in front of this because I know what's going to happen. And sure enough, exactly as planned, that's what it is. What I'm not going to do though is have this ugly fallout and all of this and cussing and calling you out your name and stuff. What you did with Brian is what you did with Brian. You didn't have to participate in that. He didn't have to get up and say anything either. That's what y'all did. That's what y'all did. So if he talked about your kids, it is what it is. You know how I run my platform. You take that risk and you did what you did and y'all fault. That's what you did. I didn't tell you to get up and fight with Brian. I gave you the link. If I didn't give you the link, then I would have been accused of letting Brian run you down. But what you and Brian got going on has nothing to do with this business. Y'all heard it. Y'all seen it. So be honest, y'all. What do you all think? What do you all think? What do you all think? Now, don't get me wrong. Let me tell you what my blind spots were. My blind spots were I should have did exactly what I said I was going to do. It wasn't spoken word that I should have been concerned about. It should have been Heidi. Didn't think I would have to do that. That's my fault. I will go with my better judgment to have everything signed next time. That is my fault. That is really my fault. But I do not apologize for giving her what I gave her. It was my discretion. That was my discretion. And I said it. Now, spoken word, Haitian Princess all said that I can use their stuff. They said, I give you permission. It's all in email. Heidi didn't do that. Heidi didn't do that. She didn't do it. And so she was trying to shake me down for some more money. But let me tell you something, Heidi. Keep the 250. Enjoy it. Do what you got to do. No, I didn't think we were cool. And I think a lot of people tried to run with that narrative because, but I think I told you all, I don't have to like you long as you have a good banner. That's all I said. So no, I didn't think we were cool. I think that we were better than that, but not. And y'all, let me say this: lesson learned, lesson learned, lesson learned. No, I can't even be angry because, but I hope you all see. I hope you all see why you have to be so careful now in the beef sector. Oh, I'm not using her banner. I'm gonna go ahead and delete it. Oh no, she said she's not gonna return it. She said that was an appearance fee. Okay, that would be your last appearance. Yeah, I'm closing it, but I wanna come on up here, you all, because I'm really just making you all aware. Because again, I don't have any vitriol for Heidi. I'm just extremely disappointed because again, you know, if I would have given her $100, it's at my discretion. And see, that's the thing. And let me say this, you all. I have been in competitions where people really didn't shout out how much they was gonna make, but I took it, I smiled, and I went right on, and I appreciate what I got. And I think that may be the problem too. Some people feel entitled, and it is what it is, y'all. But yeah, so I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna let y'all give y'all thoughts on this because I've given mine. I don't know if it was planned or not. It really doesn't matter. Whether it was planned or whether it was impromptu, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It's a lesson learned. It's a lesson learned. And then that's all I can say. You can't be mad at it. At the beginning, I was like, no, 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 because, at the beginning, you all, I was like, wow, that's some boldness. You going to send a cash out request and the competition is over? You ain't say nothing, and all of a sudden now, you trying to shake me down for some more money? I'm like, oh no. I said no. And then I'm like, you sat there and let the banner, you gave all of this stuff about the banner and your creative, this and that, and which I thought it was good. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not gonna say she had a bad banner. The banner was nice. But I just now let me say this. Even if we could reconcile the situation, I still wouldn't use the banner because it's just the mere fact that it seems like your intents were not right at the beginning. And I think that's the problem with me. Creator Queen, it's done, honey. It's done. It's done. I'm not going to argue about it. It's done. It's done. But you know what? I came on here because I wanted y'all to see exactly what people have to deal with. I just wanted y'all to see it. I'm not going to argue. I just want you to see it. That's all. And again, it's a lesson learned. I'm glad that she wasn't the first place winner, and I didn't do that because I did not like her, care for her. I just didn't think her banner was the first place. I chose the first place winner because I felt that I liked that. It was my choice. Everything was my choice, and that's the thing. And she just didn't like the choice. What's up, Catherine? Catherine, you on?
Hello, hello. Yeah, okay. Hello, how are
Hold on for a
you?
minute, Catherine. Let me go in and come back out.
Okay. Good evening, Ryder Lives. Pastor was having some tech.
Okay,
Oh, there he
Catherine,
is.
I'm here. I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, what happened was my My phone. I have my phone on mute. But first of all, I want to say good evening to you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
So first of all, I want to congratulate you on having a very successful banner competition.
Thank you so much because it was very successful. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Well, the reason why I came here, you might not agree, as people often have what we will call a difference of opinion, right? When you were going over the banners, when you were showing the banners, one of the banners that you put in rotation, I felt as though it was better than hers. Now here's the whole thing for me, right? Once I saw the end of it, that kind of like did it for me. It did, and I felt as though it wasn't. My whole thing with her was when you come from a place of this is a competition, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a competition, and I'm competing, and I don't. Now I'm saying this. I'm trying to be as objective as it was, because I
Mm-hmm.
honestly thought that when I looked at some of the other banners, some of them in there quite possibly could have beat out that one, especially when it got to that part about that bear hug. I thought that was corny. I ain't gonna even sit here and tell no lies. Yes, I thought that was corny. I could have seen if it was lyric. That would have made some type of sense because you do
Mm-hmm.
have a dog. But the point I'm trying to make is if we're being if I'm going to be objective, somebody who watches you almost every time you come on, if I'm awake,
Mm-hmm.
um if
And
if
y'all, this is
you
me.
don't
I'm getting my yoga together. Go ahead, Catherine.
don't if you don't put out your best game, it's like a basketball or football game. When a team doesn't play their best, they don't get the best result. To the lady that gave the used the AI for her work, she produced her best work. The others of what I saw look like they either used Canva or something else. But because she's like the Mario and she knows graphics, they're always going to use AI. They're not using no Canva. And it's nobody that knows AI that's going to use Canva. That's not going to happen. Point I'm trying to make is I don't think that was the best passer.
Okay.
When I
I understand, but let me say this about the polar bear and stuff. That doesn't even bother me. It was quirky and it was over the top, and that's the biggest thing. See, I saw that differently. You are. That's why I didn't have judges because I knew what I liked. And I understand what you're saying, Catherine. But even with that, I can understand what she was trying to do. And it was a fun thing. It was like, what in the heck is this? And then you did ask, why is a polar bear in there? So it did have that element. And I'm not. And let me say this: I don't have the problem with the banner. The banner is not the problem. It's just what the person tried to pull that's the problem, not the banner. So
but
again, the ban is not the problem. It's the unethical thing of you trying to hit me up for some more money. And then, what if I gave you that $150 and then you would have pulled the same thing saying, well, that's still not enough. So no,
not
I'm good.
right. But the issue is from the very beginning when you first announced this banner competition, which would have been this is December. It would have been like the end of November. I mean, the end of October. I'm sorry, the end
Mm-hmm.
of October. The end
This
of
Bond, hold on,
October.
this Bond.
Oh yeah, that's me. Hello.
Okay. Go ahead,
Hi.
Catherine.
It would have been like the end of October, like the fourth Sunday in October, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when you first started talking about it, you were very clear in how this was going to be structured with the payment.
Yeah,
You said, I so clearly remember you saying the first winner will get the bulk of the money.
I did.
There
And
was
I
nothing.
said that it's my discretion. And so we didn't talk about no appearance fee. But you know what? It is what it is. This is her last appearance, too. So she got her first and her last appearance fee. I'm good.
Mm.
So you decided to give her 200 and whatever you gave her, didn't give her, or
It was
whatever.
supposed to be just $200.
Okay,
And
but the
then I
point,
just gave her 250 because I'm like, okay, let me go ahead. And that's
But
it.
but
And
I put
whether you
some.
think that that's good or not, it's always been my discretion. And that's what people don't
Right.
understand. And that's why I made clear that people knew it was my discretion. But we didn't discuss no appearance fee. Girl,
I thought
you ain't that talking about some appearance fee. I'm like, what? But that's okay.
I
First
thought
and
I
last
heard you.
appearance.
I thought I heard you earlier say that you might not even give any money for the second place. So that was nice that you even gave that to the second place winner.
I just said they get $5, they get $5. I was very real with it. But again, like I said, y'all, I'm not mad. She got 250. I'm gonna work with spoken word, and we'll get something else.
Hold
I'm
up,
gonna
right
delete
quick.
her stuff. Go ahead.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
the
I'll be right back. I got to go help my niece. I'll be right back. Bye.
the 250, the way I look at it, you might not look at it like this. The 250 that she got was, I'm not going to say it's 250 more than she had. I'm not saying that. I'm saying sometimes people need to learn how to be grateful and not have an entitlement spirit, and not think that somebody owes you something, because nobody owes you in this lifetime anything, whether competition or not. The fact that somebody wanted to say, well, you didn't win, you didn't win, but I'm still going to give you 250. You should have been saying, oh, well, thank you. But you didn't say that. You were a
Well, okay.
disgruntled.
Let me say this to this Dimples. Let me say this, Dimples. That had nothing to do with me. Heidi chose to interact with Brock. I didn't tell her to come up here and fight with him. She chose to do that. So I'm sorry. My focus is on the banner. And still, that's no excuse. And like I said, when I first saw it, I came to you all because I definitely wanted to get in front of it because I already knew it was going to be some mess. I knew it was going to be some mess. And then, I'm like, well, give the people the 250 back. Since you said that, but you said it's an appearance fee. Okay. This is your last time to appear on my platform. It's a done deal. You don't operate in good faith. I can't even be mad at it, y'all. I'm just so good right now. I'm easy like Sunday morning. I'm sitting here eating my yogurt. I just want y'all to see what I got to deal with and what some people in the beef sector got to deal with.
But wait a minute, aren't you the same person, Pastor? Aren't you the same person that was helping her sell them makeup palettes? Aren't you the same person? Aren't you the same person?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that you was
Mm-hmm,
the same man that was on his platform telling people to go buy her makeup palettes. That was you, right?
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let me say this, Catherine. This is why Heidi is perplexing to me because she really wants to bring out what she did in Atlanta. Well, she got to realize that I paid for her husband and her food. They have to pay for nothing when they got to Atlanta when I visit. So she pulled out the red carpet for me, which I appreciate. Her and her husband were phenomenal. But I forgot about that. We we was pushing Heidi's pallets to the point where Heidi was selling out of those pallets. We were pushing her makeup pallets. And I'm gonna give y'all the real deal. Now y'all can talk about that lady makeup palettes all y'all want to. I was very surprised with the quality of it. Patricia was the one who won that makeup palette, and Patricia was very happy with it. Patricia actually used it when she was on the ship. I'm not going to sit here and cap that lady down and what she does. I just won't work with her because she works in bad faith. And I'm glad you brought that up, Catherine, because I didn't ask for a kickback. I didn't say, Heidi, you need to give me some of this off of this, or I done pushed this, so what you gonna give me? But I did not do that one time. Not one time. So for you to say that
you gave me this. Well, I think pushing your palette was a little bit more than $200. To be honest, you made some good money off of those makeup palettes, but you don't
Pastor,
see me.
you do you remember that night that she came up to your platform like I'm here with you right now, and she said, I don't know if she asked for your help or you volunteer, however it went. You said, "Come on, y'all, let's buy Heidi's makeup palette." She said, "Okay, I'm going to pay for the shipping if you buy the palette." Remember that?
Mhm. Oh yeah, it's
I
been many
remember.
times. It's been many times, but see, we don't remember that. We don't remember that. And so now you're gonna send me. And again, if we're gonna play tit for tat, which I'm not gonna do, but just because I'm petty, if we play tit for tat, then I'm gonna say send me $500 to $800 for promoting your makeup palette. I mean, I could easily say that. Not only did I do it on the ship, but I did it when we came back. I've done it numerous times, but you tend to forget that. So,
'Cause
but right now, I gave you 250, and you talking about that was an appearance fee, which is a lie, Heidi, and you know it is. You know that I said that if you're first or second place, then the banner comes to me. If you had a problem with that price, you should have never taken the money. So now you look like you're taking the money and running, and then want to talk about some appearance fee, which we never. Uh, I guarantee you ask spoken word. Spoken word would never say anything about appearance fee because she know what the deal was. Heidi, you know better. No, I'm not suing nobody, y'all. I don't got time for that. Just know that I won't work with her again. Just know that when you work with her, this is the kind of stuff that you're going to have to deal with. And I kind of started looking back at Nicole Tyler and all of these people because Heidi, this is the thing. I've always done right by you and even selling your products. But this is why I was telling people, no, we ain't doing this friend stuff and all of that. Yeah, no, because we're not. And I think that when you pulled that last stunt about your birthday, it was over. But again, you had a good banner, and it didn't matter if we were friends or not. It was if you had a good banner. Anybody else? I'm dropping the link now. And this is the thing, you all. She was saying all of this stuff, and hey Patricia, she was saying all of this stuff. But at the end of the day, you would have said, Jay, I think $200 is a little, um, you know, you said not a word and you took the money. And then all of a sudden, you're going to send me a cash app request. Child, bye. I'm reading y'all comments. No, the $50 was not a part of the agreement. I'm just reading y'all comments. And like I said, you all, what she had with her and Brian, that ain't had nothing to do with me. That's her and Brian. So she hasn't sent anything. She don't have to send anything. I don't want to. Can I say this, you all? Let me say this. If we were to reconcile this today, I wouldn't use that video anymore because this has left a bad taste in my mouth and it's negotiating in bad faith. And I don't trust Heidi anymore. So she didn't send a cease and desist. She don't need to. Because even if we work this out, I don't want to work with her. I don't want that video playing now because you did something that breached trust, and I was very upfront and honest. So I'm good. Mm-mm. So no, she didn't send the cease and desist. That's crazy.
Hmm. Okay, stop down. Rita baby, that's correct. And Rita baby, that's my fault. That's my fault. That's that niceness. And the Aries came out when she had the nerve and the audacity to send me a cash app for $150 more. So I'm pissed off right then and there. I'm pissed off right then and there because she's doing that. Hold on. Now, let me say this, you all. At the beginning, I was extremely like, what in the world? And when I saw it, I reacted, but I said, I need to really get in front of this because I know what this would end up to be. I know what this would have been. I know what it would have been. So I declined it. And I told y'all exactly what happened. And it is what it is. Now, I had some fight, and I'm like, we're going to do this, this, and the third. But then I'm like, no, I'm not going to do this. She can keep that money because spoken word came in first for a reason. And Heidi, she did stump down. And that's my fault right there. That's my fault. I'm like, she going to do right. That's my fault because the first place winner did. She didn't. But that's my fault. That's my fault. But I will reach out to spoken word. Let me tell you something. We can get stuff together right now. I still wouldn't use her stuff. And you know what? She's not going to send that money back because she's not an ethical person. Like that person, hold on for a minute, y'all. Hold on for a quick minute. So I'm back, y'all. So that person who gave me that money for Tim Blaine, they got their money back. Now, you know that when you give it, it's mine. But the lady gave it because she wanted to pay to get Tim Blaine up. Tim Blaine never came back. I'm like, I'm not gonna wait for that man. And I gave that lady her money back. I sent the refund back. Now, did I have to do it? No, but I did it. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all don't like me eating and chewing, y'all can leave. I'm not trying to be funny, but in 2026, I'm gonna do what the hell I want on my platform. Now, let me say this, Itsy Bitsy. I love you down, but you can sit there and let Lemon drink until he is slurred and about to pass out, and y'all don't say shit. So y'all not gonna say nothing to me chewing my food, whether you like it or not. Start talking to Lemon first, and then talk to me. Don't talk to me when you got this man sitting up here inebriated, drinking. Baby, don't do me. Don't do me. I'm just saying, don't do me. I love you to death, Itsy Bitsy, but you talk to Lemon. You talk to him and all this stuff and tell him to stop making women look stupid over there. Girl, don't. I'm gonna eat my food. I'm gonna slurp it up. For those who like that ASMR stuff or whatever it is, I may have gotten the acronym wrong. You'll love it. For those who don't want to hear it, just child, put it on mute or just come back. Stop down. It's hers. It's hers. It's hers. And the videos already deleted. I'm gonna work with somebody else. We won't work together no more. I don't work together with people without good faith. I don't do that. I don't do that. I really don't. I ain't trying to be funny, but in 2026, it's gonna be y'all. You gonna either like me or not. I'm just to the point where y'all done been with me this long, so it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Even with this Heidi thing, baby, it's let it go. And the only reason why I'm talking about it is because I want y'all to see this is why you don't work with people. This is why you do get those agreements in place. One person did do it, another person didn't. And that should have been a sign for me. That goes to show you I am not perfect because we wouldn't have even moved forward until I said, okay, Heidi, you don't have this in releasing the ownership of this. I didn't do that. Now, one person did, one person didn't. That was my fault. I won't do that again. Okay. Well, does he do it? So if Lemon don't do it, then I'm not gonna do it. And I don't think Lemon gonna do that no time soon. So it's the Bitsy Girl save your keystrokes, because I don't think it's gonna happen. It ain't getting messy stumped down. I'm dealing with it tonight. Give the girls everything they need. But it's called operating in good faith. And like I said, even if we resolve the issue, I wouldn't want to play a video now. Because to me, it goes to show you where she was in the first place. And I don't want to work with anybody who operates like that. Catherine, you still there? I don't know if Catherine there or not.
I'm still here. I'm still here. I was waiting. I was you was talking.
Yeah. So anyway, Catherine, that's my feeling on it. I don't know if Brian is still helping somebody. He was up here or not. Now, a lot of people are saying that she felt this way because Brian dragged her kids. And like I said, that's between her and Brian. That's not, it had nothing to do with me.
She started with Brian. Isn't
Uh,
that
yeah, her and Brian was fighting, and Brian was saying this and
Brian
this and the
wasn't
third.
fighting with her? She typed in the chat, is he still breathing? And that's how that started. He didn't
Yeah, I
start with her.
saw it. I saw it. I saw it.
Okay, that's how that started.
No, we don't have another second place winner. We don't. Heidi was the second place winner, but because of that, this is what we have. So we don't. We don't. We don't. So I'm going to reach out to spoken word and we'll see what we can work on. but I'm not upset. I ain't upset at all. It is what it is. I hope you all see the big picture. Like I said, it was my fault because I shouldn't have gone any farther until I had that release. I shouldn't have gone any farther, but I did. And that's my fault. That's my bad. And we won't do that anymore. But like I said, even if we can reconcile right now, it would make a difference. I wouldn't want to use her stuff now because it's just left a bad taste in my mouth. And it goes to show you she doesn't operate in good faith. She got the $200. I told her exactly what it was going to be. I cashed apped her $250. I said it'd be $200. She came on, and then she gonna talk about some appearance fee. No, we didn't talk about an appearance fee, and now we're not gonna talk about it now. So okay, so that $250 was your appearance fee. That's your first and your last appearance on my channel, and we won't be using your stuff. And it's been deleted. It's been deleted because even if we did work it out, I wouldn't use that because now you just tarnished it. You didn't operate in good faith. And I was very plain to say that at the end of the day, it was at my discretion. And I guarantee you all, if you talk to Spoken Word, she will tell you there was nothing mentioned about an appearance fee. Everything had to deal with the banner and taking possession of the banner according to what you want and all of that great stuff. And that's it. At least until 2026 as well. I have it now for a period, it doesn't matter. But I would have even done 2026 with Heidi. But so because she didn't mention it, I'm gonna get Jay Wilson, and this is how I'm gonna get Jay Wilson. Girl, you got your appearance fee. You were seen, and that was it. And that's the last time. I will not do business with you again because again, not in good faith. You all have had competitions and I've had no one to complain about the competitions. I've not had drama on competitions. We still don't have drama on the competitions because, again, the first place winner won, and she's very happy with what she has. That's the first place winner. I told her I was going to do what I was going to do. She confirmed, got her money. Folk got their money. No issue. Bam, bam, bam. I mean, I'm a man of my word. But then you have the works of a Heidi, and this is what she did. And again, you all, I'm not gonna let that sit. When you send me a cash app requesting 150 saying I did this and this, I know you about to be messy. I know you are about to be messy. And I came right up and told it. And again, like I said, I have the emails, I have the cash app when she received it, put a heart in there to say she got it. I got all of it. I don't have to lie about it. Y'all know I really don't. Y'all know I really don't. I ain't trying to spin it. This is the unadulterated truth and don't have to spin it. I just won't work with her anymore because she doesn't work in good faith. And can I say this again? Catherine, thank you for reminding me that Heidi, you're talking about that Georgia trip, which I gave you more time because, she was trying to dismiss me, baby. I was like, I said, no, I'm here. You paid, I'm here. We were good. The only time I was going to leave was because of the Jay Dunn situation. And then she even tried to twist that, talking about something. I was trying to stop her bag. No, you could have called Jay Dunn. You haven't reached out to Jay Dunn since I left. So again, you was trying to be messy. But this is the thing. Not only did I show up for Heidi, but again, those makeup palettes, Heidi, we sold those for you. We really pushed those makeup palettes for you. You didn't give me one single dime, nor did I ask for it. I was just happy to do it because, I'm happy to do it. I'm like, we'll do that. So if we're going to play tit for tat, then I should be sending you a cash app and saying, hey, I need about $500 because I know you made quite a great deal in those makeup palettes. I know people bought them. I know they did. So we could go that route because you ain't never pushed nothing for me, So again, Heidi, you tend to forget. You have a little amnesia. I forgot about it until Catherine mentioned it because I'm not here to be like, oh, I did this for you and to take talent. I really don't. But I'm glad Catherine reminded me. Patricia was the one who won. We took that on the ship and pushed it again on the ship and came back and pushed it. How many of y'all remember that? Put a one in the room if you remember us pushing Heidi's palette to the point that she was selling out of stuff. And she ain't even have no more stuff. She had to get new inventory. But yeah, okay. All right. What bridge story? Who are you? That's not even Heidi. That's another content creator. So lemon drop. You come on, get with the history. You're mixing up another content creator. Simon, that sounds ridiculous. Oh, Simon, help you. Yeah. So look at the ones. Had the t-shirt stuff down. Yeah, a lot of people promoted that palette. It was very nice. And see, that's the thing. I'm not gonna cap you down. Even if you doing some nefarious stuff, I'm not gonna cap your stuff down. But
Pastor, I don't think it's the issue that I can't speak to a lot. I could speak to the day that she came on your platform, and right while she was on your platform, she sold out. I didn't. I was on another content creators platform, and they were promoting her palette. She did not sell out. No one bought one. But the night she came over here, the night she was up
mm-hmm,
here talking about it, she
mm-hmm.
sold out.
She sure did.
So we're not saying other people didn't promote her. They did, but I don't remember her selling out.
Can I say this, Island Diva? No matter how you try to put that, Heidi is a grown woman. She did not have to engage Brian, and Brian did not have to engage her. She knows how Brian was. She poked the bear. The bear came after her, and that's what happened. And I'm not going to be responsible for people's good, bad, or indifferent decisions. That's not my problem. So you can keep saying that, and I understand that, but that has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with the agreement. So I'm not playing that. I'm steadfast solid on business, not emotional stuff, on business. I'm gonna put you in timeout because I'm really tired of you. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Hold on for a minute, real quickly. I want to thank Banner. I want to thank Haitian Princess. I want to thank the banner maker out of Brooklyn for allowing me to completely use their banners, and I appreciate that, you all, because you all didn't even get any financial benefit from this, but you're still willing to say, you know what, though, we had a good time. And this person actually took the advice of the people and revised his banner and said you can use it. And brother, I appreciate you. Haitian Princess, I appreciate you very much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And I will feature those banners as well. I appreciate that. Thank you. Because again, you all did what you all needed to do. You didn't come in here trying to wreak chaos and all of that foolishness. And I appreciate that because y'all didn't have to do it. And I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So I want to thank you all. Thank you, Brooklyn. You know who you are for doing that. And it looks great. And I appreciate that so much. So I will feature that. And for those of you all who want me to use it, I'm going to use it. I'm going to use them. And I appreciate it. I appreciate you all for allowing me to do that. Because again, y'all operated in good faith. You knew what the rules were coming in. You knew that that was going to happen. You knew it was at my discretion. And again, you all, um, people got cash. They got money, but it was at my discretion. And I really didn't have to disclose anything except for the first place winner. And why did I have to disclose the first place winner's money, Catherine Powell?
Why did you have to disclose the first place winner's money?
Yeah, why did I have to disclose that? But not
Because
everybody else.
you wanted the people who contributed as well as your subscribers, your supporters, to know exactly how much was given to the first place winner. You also, oh well, that's it.
Well, I had to split it. So if we got two thousand
I don't know.
dollars, then that first place winner was going to get 1,000. Everybody knew that. Excuse me, 1,050 because I had put in 50, and that's where that 1,062 came in because I still had to put in that 50, and I didn't forget it. Trust me. So
But you
anyway, y'all.
also explained that you were going to give. You also explained that you were going to give money to Miss Regina and money to Uncle Claude. So it was actually being split four ways.
Yeah, and Miss Virginia got hers, and I'm getting ready to send Uncle Claude his because again, I need to reach out to Uncle Claude because I got to get his app. But Miss Virginia got hers. Everybody got theirs except with the exception of Uncle Claude. And again, y'all, I didn't have to do that because we didn't have the music. But because Uncle Claude was willing to do it, I am going to give him something. Oh, I am going to give him something because again, it's right to do. So that's the biggest thing, but it is what it is, you all. So yeah, spoken word made a good choice of actually not using sound on her banner. Yeah, and I thought that was very good, Island Diva. I appreciated it. You know, come on, Patricia. All right, hi yellow. I'm glad y'all coming. So you all look. I want to end with this. I'm not angry. Um, at the beginning, it was a shock because I couldn't believe that this person was sending me a Cash App request after we went through everything and she knew what was going on. And then she said an appearance fee. I'm like, no, ma'am. So I'm like, well, give the people their money back. You know, give the money back. Da 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 da. But then I thought about it. I'm like, no, no, that's your appearance fee, first, last appearance fee. I won't work with you again. You won't be participating in any of my competitions, and I won't do any business transactions with you, baby. We can't even go get a burger together because at the end of the day, you don't operate in good faith, and it's always something behind it. And then, like I said, thank you, Catherine, for reminding me. Um, we've done more than enough for you. You know, far as what you did for me in Atlanta, it was great. But don't forget, I did for you and your husband in Atlanta. But then to go a step farther, Heidi, we help you sell your makeup palettes. And Heidi, you didn't give me one dime for that. Didn't ask for it. Didn't even think about it. But now that you're making this thing so transactional, if I were to send you a cash app for $500 for all of those makeup palettes we sold, and I'm hearing from Catherine, yeah, we sold out for you over here, but people didn't even budge somewhere else. So you know it, but see, Heidi, you like to use people. And that's the thing. You love to use people. And this is why it ain't no friends on YouTube. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Let me get this banner up.
Hello.
Ron,
Hello.
okay, we can hear you.
Okay, what's good? I
Hold
hope
on.
you ain't
Let me
about to
hold on.
rage
Let me
like
read.
you.
Hold on for a minute. Let me read these to Pastor. Actually, over delivered. You gave Heidi 250. Yeah, I did. I did because it was only 200, but I gave it 250. Pastor, your content was phenomenal. Heidi was wrong for this, but Trish and Lemon's dragging your contest. Oh, baby, it is what it is. I had a good contest. We were successful regardless of what they think. Trish mad because they dogged her banners out and she thought they were good, but they dogged them out. That's why she mad. Everybody got an angle of what they're doing. She mad because of that. Go ahead. But again, it is what it is. I still might use hers, but you didn't win either, Trish. Go ahead, Brian.
Oh shit.
I
Oh my
mean, but
god.
like I
Well,
said, they're mad because $2,000 was raised. B, they're mad
yeah.
because we didn't have to have 55 judges. The banners sold themselves. And then
Yeah.
we got this
Which
little
is,
drama. But at the end of the day, it was successful and it was
I
it
ain't gonna
was it
lie
was
to you.
profitable.
I was kind of skeptical about that, but I see your angle now because the proof. I mean, the work was speaks for itself. And oh, girl, her. It was the quality. It was the sequence. It was the luxury of it all. Heidi just gave cheesy. I mean, look, I don't want to tear nobody down. That's not why I'm
Let
here
me
for.
say this. Heidi,
I'm
Heidi stuff wasn't cheesy. Heidi stuff was fun. It was quirky. It was like, where did this come from? Let me say this. I'm not gonna tear her stuff down because she made it to the top two. I mean, but she
yeah.
wasn't gonna be the number one because what
The
spoken
quality.
word did was she didn't have to have music. It just spoke just from the
Yeah.
picture.
It gave luxury. It gave. I'm going to the Hyatt, not the Motel 6. Like that's what it gave. And it is what it is. But I wanted to come up here just to, I ain't gonna say defend myself, but I really had a good New Year's. It was my niece's birthday on the 1st. I was really minding my business. I did not want to come up here and talk and show my backside like that to this girl and talk about her life. She called me all type of names, and you're right. I'm very proud of Rico. I don't want to be compared to Rico. I love Rico, and I always want him to thrive. But if someone talks about me like that, everybody know that I was laid up in the hospital, almost dead. Don't play with me like that, especially when I wasn't even bothering you. That's how she wanted to start that New Year's off, drama and strife. Then that's what she got. I don't care what she said about me, but I ain't gonna lie, I did, and that's why I came up here and I cussed her out. I'm sorry for disrespecting your platform. It wasn't intentional. God knows I was minding my business. And that's all I got to say. And I'm gonna still have me a great year. About to iron my clothes for the week. My work week starts tomorrow. I'm always blessed, productive, and proactive. I don't care what no Heidi Fly got to say about me. Was I wrong for talking about her children? I sure was. Was she wrong for playing with me in my life, knowing my big ass was laid up in the hospital for a month? Then yes, she was. Don't fucking play with me. Nah, I ain't gonna be blamed for her. If she wanted to backstab you, she did it before. She backstabbed you, and y'all the
But that's not the case. See, this is the thing.
cool
What
and y'all
you
was
and
spoke
her
highly of
had.
her.
Hold on for a
That's
minute.
her.
What you
And
and
thank
her
you. Yes, sir.
had nothing to do with me. It had nothing to do with the business
Yeah.
transaction. Had nothing
Exactly.
to do with that. The thing is,
Exactly. Okay.
you knew $200 was involved. You knew that already. You showed up. I gave you 250. You sent me a heart saying I got it. And then all of a sudden today, you send me $150 cash request saying I did a lot of work. And I'm like, I declined it because you knew that it was at my discretion. And then you're going to say it was an appearance fee. And what you're going to do is go on ODS and that ugly. Now, let me say this. When I told you all about what happened, I was not ugly. I just told y'all straight up that I got $150 cash request. I knew what it was going to be. I got in front of it because I knew when I declined it, it was going to be a mess. I declined it because at the end of the day, I don't feel that you deserve 150. Now you're trying to tie it into some in Atlanta, but again, if I would tie it into that makeup palette, then you would owe me more money. But see, I'm not transactional like that. And my thing is, as I'm saying again, I want y'all to hear me very, very well. Even if Heidi Fly and I were to rectify this situation, I will not use that banner because the damage has been done. And it goes to show me where your intent was in the first place. You worried about what the first place person wanted and what we collect in there. It doesn't have nothing to do with it because now I said it's at the discretion of the content creator, which is me. And I decided what was good for the channel. And I liked spoken words banner more than yours. Not to say that yours was any less than. Yeah, you had music, it was a little longer, but it only took her a short time to convey a message and send a message without saying one word, without having one musical note. So imagine when I reach out to her and we really do something and we're going to really see how it works. And so, Heidi, I love you down. I'm just going to love you from afar. I don't want to do business with you anymore because you have proven that you can't do business with you. You've proven to be problematic. And it's just sad. It's just sad that you have to do this. You got your appearance fee. This is your last appearance on my platform. I just don't really want to deal with you. I just don't. It's not good. And again, 2026, I've seen you through 2025 and what you've done. And this is the last straw. And so my thing is to protect my peace and to protect my reputation. I'm just stepping away from you because again, you know, whether you think the $200 was fair or not, that's what I offered you. I put that in the email. We have the email, Heidi. We both have the email. You said nothing. And I knew it should have been an issue when you didn't say, well, I give you the right to this, like everybody else did except you. But you said, okay, no, I want my stuff back and you can't use it. I don't want to use it. That's your $250. Enjoy it. We'll move on. But I do want people to see what type of person you are and what you do. Now, whether you think that 200 was low or high, that's not the issue. That's what I gave you, and then gave you $250. Now, people can say, "Well, that ain't nothing because you raised this," but that's not the point. At my discretion, and that's the thing. If you didn't want it to be at my discretion, then you should have never entered the competition. That's the bottom line. Go ahead, Brian.
Now I'm just saying, like, she need to be glad that she got that. Plain and simple. She just need to be glad that she got that. And you said up front that you gonna make a profit, and whether you shared that with people, they just be glad. And I see, I can't talk because I had my own little scandal. I ain't passing too much judgment without taking some. I admit that, but I mean, she just need to take the 250 and shut the fuck up and say thank
Well,
you.
this is the thing. I don't have to give nobody anything. We didn't really have to have a second place winner. It could have been winner take all, and I could have took the rest and gave Miss Regina a little piece and kept on moving.
And Uncle Claude.
Yeah. Well, Uncle Claude's gonna get his as well. Brian, a lady gave me $50 to bring Tim up. And I was trying to find him. Baby, I was about to go to California. But I couldn't find him. So I guess what? Now I don't give money back because once you give money, it's mine. But because she gave it in that situation, don't think that everybody gonna do this now. This thing just because of the Heidi situation, I'm like, no. I'm gonna send her money back because Tim didn't come up. So that's what I did. But at the end of the day, I sent her money back because he didn't show. Now, if he show up tomorrow, he ain't getting up unless she got that $50 again. If not, it is what it is. But
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So you and Heidi were actually friends, though, right? Or was it just for like a YouTube friendship? I'm just curious.
We had a YouTube ship, but I didn't talk to Heidi on a daily. I didn't. I met with Heidi, and every time we met, it has been a really good interaction. Except that time again, she said I have bumps in the back of my head. It's always something with people that they want to do that. And see, this is the thing. This is the thing. And in all seriousness, this is why I start looking at people a little different, because people are so concerned about me, but they do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They do shit like that. They come back and start picking and doing stuff like that. And I sit back and say, this is why you kind of like, well, do I really want to meet folk? Because, you know, you want to make everything this and this and the third and all of this. And it's just like you needed something. So, after that, I've always been like, I don't,
You
and
know what it
so
was? You know what
what?
it was? You just she used you, and you just created her relevance for the next what? I guess the next cycle, 3-4 months.
I guess,
Because
but let me say this though. I'm not arguing with it. Let me tell you why. Because she can keep the money. I won't work with her anymore. I will get another banner. Again, while she was doing all of this, people didn't like it. And they said, Jay, even though we didn't even win nothing, you can use our banner. We give you permission. It's yours. That's some deep stuff. Because again, they know that I was very upfront. I did what I said. That person got their money. That person came on and verified it. We started on time for both of them. I mean, I'm very serious about that kind of stuff. And like I said, I don't have competitions often, but when I do have the competitions, they're orderly. And people get their stuff. And if I tell you I'm gonna do this, this, and the third, I'm going to do this, that, and the third. And so with the Heidi situation again, I'm not gonna cap her down. Her and her husband were beautiful. I didn't have issues with them. I'm telling you, her husband is a great guy. I don't care what people say. The man is a nice guy. I'm just saying, he's a nice guy. He's an upstanding dude. I didn't feel any crazy foolery from him while I was there. It was a good time. So I'm not going to sit here and start going after people and acting ugly and making up stuff because it's Mad Day. I'm sorry, I can't do that.
well, that's
But
integrity. That's integrity.
yeah, but the
I
thing
can't
is,
do that.
on the flip side of it, we sold her makeup palettes. So Heidi does stuff like that. But again, this is not the first time. It teaches me. Now, Brian, now this is a blind spot for me. I should have said, well, you can't be the second place winner unless you release this. And if you don't release it,
Yeah.
then that's it. I didn't do that. So that was my fault. I eat that. That is my fault. And trust me, now it makes it real tight for everybody else, because if I ever do anything like this, if that's not done, you can't win. If that's not done, you can't win. Let me tell you something. Spoken word, because I didn't see that 2026, she was almost disqualified until she said, oh yeah, it's there. And she had to tell me where it was. I'm like, oh, okay, I see it. But she was almost disqualified because, again, as much as I liked her banner, if it was not on there, it wouldn't have been up. And I mean, that's the kind of ship I run. And so I'm just being honest with you. But what Heidi did is a disappointment, but I'm not surprised. Is this Creole?
Yes, it's me. Hey, boo.
Yeah, so it's not a surprise. So,
Hey, Miss
but
Creole.
but look, I'm gonna let Creole talk. But Brian, I gotta be a little bit messy with you because it was something that I saw, not of you, but it was somebody else. And so hold on for a
Go
minute.
ahead
Go
and tell
ahead,
me right
Creole.
quick before Miss Creole, before she bless us with
Babe. No, it's a doozy.
I'm just
Creole
gonna
gotta
ask
tell it.
this. I'm just gonna ask this number drop down.
Okay,
Okay, so what you know her better than most of us because y'all spent time together.
a little
Why do
time.
you think? Why do you think it was okay at first, but then all of a sudden it wasn't okay? Why do you really think she did that?
I think she needed a storyline. I think Brian is right. I think she needed a storyline. And I just think that she wanted to cause chaos, and then she felt that, well, when you came, I did this for you. So why are you doing this for me? But then she don't understand that, yeah, but we did a lot of other stuff for you. So if we're gonna do some transactional mess and tit for tat mess, then I could send, like I said, I can send her 500 plus for a cash out for the makeup palettes that we sold.
Yeah,
That we
because you
sold.
did say it was
That
at your
we sold.
discretion.
And we didn't get nothing out of it. Go ahead.
Now you did say that it was at your discretion that you would
Correct.
make this, yeah. So that's why I'm like, well, if you already understood, the contest rules and information, I just wanted to know what you thought her purpose was for doing that. And I
Oh
was
yeah.
one of the ones for
And she
that.
thought I was gonna be nasty and fight her, but I'm not. Keep the 250, baby. If it's gonna help you out, keep it.
And I was one of the ones that got one of those pallets that night. I was here.
See? See,
Hmm.
again, you look at that kind of stuff and it's like, why? Because, if I wanted to send you app request, I could have done that. But she's mad, and I'm gonna tell you the little bit that I heard. Even though her stuff was good, it was short and it didn't have no music. But I gave you this and this and all of this and this and this and this. Okay, but you didn't win because, again, where it took you to do all of that, all she just needed to do was convey images that spoke a message.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Spoken word
Ambiance.
did that. She did. She did
Hmm.
good. They
Luxury.
did that. I'm
She didn't have to give me any over exaggerated abs. I thought that was
Mhm.
funny. People thought that I wanted to be that way. No, I thought that shit was funny. I'm like, oh my God. I said the girls are gonna eat this up. And then the polar bear and the black flowers. Ooh, I said, ooh, these hoes gonna eat this up. So I was
Baby.
happy because I thought it was, but again, you know, I didn't get it until she had to explain it. Now, this is one thing too. This is what I learned in my journalism writing class. If the people gotta ask a lot of questions, then you didn't do a good
You
job
didn't do a good
explaining.
job. Right. I learned that too. Yep.
So
Mhm.
for the mere fact that she had to come back and say, this is symbolic for this is symbolic for this, and the third, okay, it made sense once she said it, but it was such in an abstract way that people didn't understand. But when they saw spoken words video, it was like, okay, that's Jay. We see
Yeah.
this. We see
Mhm.
this. Oh yeah, this is him. This is him.
It was
Okay, we
giving.
get this.
It was giving.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
good.
because when I looked at it,
There weren't even my clothes, baby. I was like, where they get them
Okay.
clothes?
I
Because
said,
I
come
need some of
on,
them clothes.
professional. Come on, professional. Say what?
Baby, you see them old nasty piece of suede boots?
Okay, I was like, okay, like it was just giving, like Upper East Side on a 28th floor.
Right, Brad. Come on now.
The ambiance was just
Like you living in a
luxury. That's all I
penthouse.
could.
Come on, yeah.
Castro, you can click the link if
Yeah.
you want to, but my thing is, I don't want you to feel like people using you because you click the link. I mean, you'll never. I mean, it's up to you, Castro.
Okay.
But if you want to talk about what we're talking about, you can because we're talking about the competition. So that's what we're doing. So if you want to click the link, you can, but you're not obligated to. And I just want to really put that out there. You're not obligated. So Brian, after I probably say this, he probably won't come up.
Uh-uh. Look,
But
I'm
but
gonna
but
drop down, but I wanted to ask Boo Baby, my brand Boo Baby. You been good, Brian?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay, all right.
ma'am.
That's all I wanted to know if you've been all right. How you feeling
Man, I
okay though?
look. I'm a black man in America trying to make it. God is good, and I'm gonna
Yes,
walk in
he
my
is.
blessing. I'm gonna walk
That's
directly
right.
to my blessing. So thank you so much. Are you okay? Are you well?
Yeah, I'm coming along. Thank you for asking, babe. Hi,
I
Viv
be in
Boo.
your bushes. I be in your bushes, and I be on your
Hey,
community wall.
darling, how
Yes,
are
ma'am.
you? Happy New Year to you.
You too, love. Okay, thank you, Brian. I didn't know that, but thank you so much. I'm gonna
Yeah,
drop
I
down and
watch
listen to
you.
y'all. Okay.
I watch you. I'll be in your bushes. Yes, ma'am.
Thank
So thank you
you.
so much, and you
You're
be
welcome.
safe.
Bye, Catherine. Bye, y'all.
Bye,
Now,
Creole.
uh, hey, Vivian. Now, Jay Wilson, what you had to tell me? Ask me about what?
Hey, Brian. Happy New Year,
Hello, how you
okay,
Catherine.
doing
I'm
today,
about to
Vivian?
tell you. I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell you.
Uh
Can I say
huh.
this? Okay, Island
What?
Diva, hold on for a minute. Let me get because y'all want everything asked. You
It's gonna be
want
some
whatever.
mess.
Wait,
So
hold on.
what? I
So
hope it
let
ain't
me say this.
messy.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
somebody is a little angry at me today because I went into his Castro Cannons, aka Carl Winslow. um, chat. Now, as I was just sitting there, I noticed that he had a titty knot on his head. It was shiny and it was so pronounced. So I said, "Hey, Castro, why do you have that knot on your head? Are you okay? What happened?"
A
Okay,
knot.
just like that. I asked just like that, right? Now I was in the chat typing, right? You know what he said?
What?
He said, "Jay Wilson, why you coming up in here with that energy? I don't like that energy for the new year." I'm like, you bringing that negative energy in here, and I don't appreciate that. I'm like, "Sir, I just asked you why you had that knot on your head. I don't like that negative energy." So I'm like, "Well, ho, you brought that negative knot on your head for 2026." Now he done pissed me
Oh,
off, but he got a knot on his head. So he talking
did
about how
somebody hit him or
transparent he
something?
is. You so you need to be more transparent. Well, I'm like, well, ho, if you transparent, could you tell me how you got that knot on your head?
I hope ain't nobody hit him in the head or nothing. Is he okay?
Well, I don't know.
Oh
But
shit!
this is the thing, Brian. That knot was so big. I'm like,
Oh
you
shit!
don't see that?
Oh my God! Is he okay?
It's on now.
Castro.
It's on Stump Down's community wall. And when
I
I
hope
tell
Simon.
you,
Oh
it was like,
Lord.
and then somebody said that the new man is whooping his ass. I'm like, I hope that ain't true. I said, I hope that ain't true. Now I can't believe that, but
The new man passing licks too. Oh my
I
God,
don't know.
Castro.
But
Oh, he
I
got
saw that
battered
big old
women
knot on his
syndrome.
head.
He got battered women syndrome, I think.
I
Castro,
don't know. Let me
please.
say this though, and let me say this. It was really concerned because I'm like that thing looked like it was about to pop,
Oh, like it had puss.
and I'm like, "Is you okay?" I'm like, "Is it a brain aneurysm?" I'm like, "What the hell?" And he got real mad.
Oh,
Rico, could you
man,
please stop talking to yourself in third person? Rico, all you need to say is, "I said, leave my boy alone." We don't need to say Rico said. We know you, Rico, because you got Deontay Barbara, who is Rico. Could in 2026, could you start talking in first person? Because this third person is not working for me. But he had a whole knot on his head, Brian. I'm serious, and it was
child.
very pronounced. And the thing is, he getting upset with me, and then he got so upset he started stuttering. I said, "Boo, breathe, take your time." I said, "Take your time." I said, "You don't." Because his mind be working faster than his mouth. I said, "Take your time." But he got really, really pissy with me because I asked him, and I'm like, "Oh, you don't see that big old knot on your head?" It's like me coming
Oh,
up here
shit.
and I got duck lips, and you be like, "Well, what, Jay? Do you?" And I'm trying to act like my lips is normal, but yet
I hope ain't
they
nobody hit him,
swollen.
Pastor.
I hope
Listen, I
nobody
don't
did
know.
either, but I was just really, I'm like, "Hey," so I said, "Hey, Castro, what happened?" I see a knot on your head. He said, "Jay Wilson, why are you trying to bring this negative energy in?" I'm like, "Well, ho, you got a knot. You brought that titty knot into 2026. I ain't see it in 2025. Why? Why? Well, I did see it, but not like that. It was on another spot. But now it's like, I'm serious.
Mm.
It was, Brian, do me a favor.
Can
No,
I
no
ask you
joke.
something?
Hold
I
on,
want to
no, but
ask
I
you
want you to
something.
do me a favor though. Before you ask me something, I want you to do me a favor. I want you
Yes.
to just go over to that and look at that community wall and just tell me what you think, Brian. I'm serious. I
Of
mean,
what?
look at it. Go
Of
to
what?
Castro's head is on there. I want you to see it.
Wait, but let me ask you right quick. You said that somebody said something about what? I'm curious. What do you like? You said something like you want to be messy with me earlier. Messy about what? What happened? I'm
I'm
curious
telling you
about
what
that.
I'm being messy about. This was messy, but this is messy. It's not messy, but it is messy.
Also, this is what you had to tell me earlier.
Yes. Could you please go
Oh, okay.
over?
I thought it was about me. I said, okay,
No, no,
okay,
no, 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 no.
okay,
Could you
okay. Well,
please
never
go
mind.
over? Could you
But let
please
me go
go
see
over
right
to
quick.
that community page over there
Oh
and look
Lord,
at
let me
that boy
see,
head?
please. Please let me see right quick. Oh my gosh. See, and Brian, and you're Brian, and you said you wasn't gonna be messy like this up
I
in
just want you to see
2026.
his
Hold
head,
up.
Brian. And could you tell me, wouldn't you ask a question of what's going on?
Okay, so who page is on? You say stump
Go
down?
stop down, do tell, and
Oh,
go just go to his community page and scroll down.
Lord, let me see real quick. My God, today. Let me see. Now you said the community.
Jay Wilson,
Mhm.
while he's looking for that,
What the fuck? What the fuck is that?
What you see? Oh, Brian, I think you clipping out. Is it me or Brian?
I think that's Brian Jay.
Brian, you coming out? Brian, get to a good place. Go ahead, Vivian, until Brian come back.
Hey Jay, what I miss?
Oh my God! So
That's all right. All right, let me ask you this. I dropped spoken words email address down there in the chat. Is that okay?
oh yeah, that's good. We need to get in contact with Spoken Word because I'm gonna need her to do a couple of more things.
All right, yeah, I got her email address. I got a phone number too.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Brian, can you hear me now, Brian? Oh Lord. So let me
But
tell you.
anybody that want a banner done by spoken word, there is an email address that I put down in the chat that you can get in contact with her, and she will hook you up. She'll
It's
hook you up.
really so. Let me tell you what's going on. So our second place winner hit me up with a cash app request asking for $150 more because she said that she deserves a more, and what we did was an appearance fee for her. That's what she said, and I'm like, I declined it, and I told her, if you want your banner back, give me my money back. But the areas that I am, you know how I am. I thought about it. I said, nope, I don't even want your banner. You keep the money. I said, I'll work with spoken word. Since she's the first place winner, I'll go with the first place winner to get to get another backup. And that's what I'm going to do. I think she thinks I'm going to fight with her and do all of this ugly stuff with her. I'm not. Again, I told Heidi Fly, I told all the contestants that it is at the discretion of the content creator who gets the money. The
But
only person
you
who had a
you did
solid
wait a
guess.
minute. You did say that, and you never even said that you were going to have a second place winner.
Yeah,
You the second place winner was actually going to be a struggle banner winner.
yeah. But this is the thing. The only person who knew the money, what they were going to get, was the first place winner because it was a half split. And that first place winner was going to get that. It could have been a winner take all. It could have really been a winner take all. And I'm going to start doing that. But so it was my fault because at the
Well,
end of the
no,
day,
it's not your fault, Jay,
no, no, no,
because
no, no,
the
no. Let me
simple
tell you
fact
what's
of
my
the
fault.
matter,
No, no, no. Hold on.
you
Let me tell you
had
what's my
more than
fault.
enough
But let
video
me no, no, no,
stating.
no. Let me tell you what's my fault, Vivian, because it is my fault. My fault is spoken word said that this banner will be completely yours. Heidi didn't do that. She asked the question of what we're going to get paid. And I told her what second was going to get paid. She came on, she took the money. I gave her 250 instead of 200. And then, if she had an issue, she should have said something like that. But that's what the problem is. So right now, it's like that's your first and your last appearance fee over here. I'm not upset with it. We're going to get a banner. Thank you very much. And guess what? It's water on the bridge. No, look, no harm, no foul. We're going to delete your video. We won't use it anymore. We're done with it. Boom, boom, boom. And we're finished. And that's it. So that's what's going on.
Lord Jesus, I can't even take a damn nap and come back.
What happened to Brian?
He
Brian,
came on and left out.
what's going on with Brian? Is he in a concrete building? He over there with Bertha May? Baby, is he over at Bertha May place? What's going on, Brian? Is you at Bertha May place? Y'all
Well,
have
Jay
anybody
Wilson, forget about that. Let me
have
tell him this.
anybody heard from Bertha May though?
I
Oh,
have not
Cass,
heard from her. Now,
hey,
Cassie, you know
sweetie,
the
Happy New Year,
sugar.
Happy New Year, Vivian. Now you know since she's been discovered the facially challenged, she hasn't been back.
Oh my God. I'm like, nobody ain't heard from Bertha May, baby. If I was Bertha May, I would come back and that would be my baby. I would come back as the I'll come back as the Galena Park diva. Okay, have some old nasty rollers in my hair and old nasty piece of house robe on. Baby, see you gotta take lemons and make lemonade. So no pun intended. So go ahead, Vivian. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. I was just telling Tweety down there in the chat, Happy New Year. You remember Tweety? Hey
Mhm.
Tweety, guess what? We got Jaycation 2026 coming
That's right,
again.
Tweety. You know
And
what you.
Tweety, guess where it's gonna be?
That's
It
right.
will be in San Antonio. Girl,
Where
we
you
gotta
won
take
them
it back.
fancy sneakers, baby. Where you won them fancy
Them
sneakers.
fancy sneakers, yes,
Fancy
ma'am. We gotta
sneakers.
take it back to San Antonio with us, girl. But listen, you guys, if there's anybody that would like to be a sponsor for Jaycation 2026, get in contact with Vivian with your information, what you want sponsored, what you would like to add as a sponsor. And we'll get those little details worked out because I ain't playing with y'all. Don't come over here talk about you want to be a sponsor and then you gonna come back and throw it in our face, talk about, oh, I ain't mean for it to be this, that, and the other. We not doing that over here, y'all. We not doing that in 2026. We not taking foolishness into 2026 now.
Lord,
Y'all,
Bertha May looks like she knows 10 different recipes to make chitlins, like upside down chitlin cake and chitlin casserole. Jesus.
well, if Bertha May know that, Bertha May need to come on down to McCormick, South Carolina. Next year, we'll be having a hog fest. She can get in contact with me, and I'll get her in contact with so she can be one of the vendors at the hog fest down here in McCormick, South Carolina. Now, they used to call it the Chillin' Strut, Jay. They used to come from all over the United States down to Sally. But we took it over after Sally decided they didn't want it. We took it over down here in McCormick, and we named it the Hog Fest. Yes, God. Mm-hmm.
Okay, now.
Tweety,
Okay,
you all
now.
right? We do a great vacation, hunty. We do a great vacation. Y'all listen. Oh, Catherine said stream y'all knocked her out. She said thanks for having her up.
No, we haven't announced the dates yet. Vivian and I are going to get together with the dates, but we will let you all know. So yeah, so we will definitely let you all know. It will not be in the latter months like December and November. It will be closer to September, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, maybe October, but probably in September. We'll let y'all know.
Haitian Princess, Happy New Year, my
Happy
darling.
New Year, Haitian Princess. So yeah, but look, you all,
Listen,
where is Brian? I wanted to hear Brian's take, but baby, I guess Brian is over at Bertha Mays or something.
listen, y'all. And y'all are right. We not doing this. We have this foolishness with folk coming back and the devil is a liar. Y'all listen, we about to have us a good time. Jay, here go my
Well,
father
let me
talk
tell you
about
what.
him.
Let me tell you what I don't want to do. I don't want to have a general Jaycation and then a JK. I don't want two Jaycations in one. But I'm not gonna be playing with folk if you're not here to have a good time, and we're not here for all of that other foolishness and all of that stuff. I think this is the thing with these sectors now. People are looking for crazy stuff. I'm not looking for messy mess. I'm looking for fun. I want to see people go skating. I want to see people do stuff like that. The
Jay, we
food
ain't taking
services.
nobody skating. These folks too daggone old to be going
Well, you know what I'm
skating.
saying, Vivian. Something fun. I just don't want to be sitting and eating. I mean, we gonna do that, but it shouldn't be every time you see us, we eating somewhere. Like we did a karaoke, we did XYZ. We have a lot of things planned, and then we're gonna offer people options. So I know in San Antonio there are a lot of things that you can do. So We'll ask, are you a history buff? Do you like things about history? We may have something for that. Do you want to know? Do you want to do something, with XYZ? So yeah, Rico, you can't come up, boo. I'm sorry. Nobody ain't paid for you to get up. I'm so sorry. Okay, I let you come up, but you just no. What's up, Catherine?
Oh, what I wanted to say real quick is I thought that Trish wanted to be a part of your competition was a little suspicious, but I didn't say anything. The reason why I thought it was suspicious is because she reminds me of Lovely Love in a sense of being a sore loser. She specifically told you, and I don't know if you remember her saying this, that you could use the banners that she had and you didn't have to pay her. You remember her saying that?
Yeah, she did say that
So then why drag you?
because it's just Trish. See,
Okay.
the thing is, I don't pay these people any mind. I really don't. She's just Trish. And this is why I just don't. I mean, and you got to realize the people you're dealing with in this sector. And, it is what it is. But I will say this, though. One thing I will say is people don't have to ever question my integrity about doing anything because when we say we're going to do it, we're going to do it. If we're going to have vacation in San Antonio, we're going to have vacation in San Antonio. Now, unfortunately, we had to cancel a few things by, no fault of my own or Vivian. It's just life, but it's not because we were afraid or anything, none of that foolishness. But, we're going to have vacation. We couldn't have Labor Day because of COVID, unfortunately. And I'm glad because I didn't want to be responsible for anybody getting sick and leaving out of here. So, but we do what we say and we say what we do. One thing people will say is, I told you all a couple of things. I said, I believe we were going to get to $2,000 before 2026, and we did. I told you all that how it was going to happen, and it happened exactly how we said it was going to happen. So my thing is, we did exactly what we said. Well, I did, excuse me, exactly what I said I was going to do. And I thank Vivian for helping out. Now, let me say this. Vivian did not make any decisions. She looked at the stuff, but I had already told Vivian where my thoughts were already. So, it is what it is. But Vivian is a good businesswoman with an eye. And so it is what it is. And we did what we did. So, but Vivian, it was my fault because going forward, if I don't get it in writing, then you don't win any place. And that's my fault. And I learned from that, and that's not going to happen again.
And
But
I
I
will
do.
say this, Jay. I will say this, and you guys, to Jay's credit and to Jay's accounting. I've always told you guys that Jay does not have a stage manager. He does not have a handler. He does not have a manager at all. Everything he does, he doesn't have a talent agent. Everything he does is on Jay. Jay Wilson said that everything he said, he did.
Hold on for a minute.
So,
Castro, that's on the vertical. 208 people are watching now. Castro, sorry. I'm so sorry you upset Castro. But Castro, for real, I was concerned for your well-being, and I think you took it the wrong way, and you got nasty with me. But Castro, you did have a doohickey on your head, and I was a little concerned about that doohickey because it looked like it was about to burst, and I was concerned about that. But you took it the wrong way, and I just went right there with you. But it is what it is, Castro. Go ahead, Vivian. I just didn't let Castro know that because he think he getting his get back. My vertical has more people than your biggest viewing audience. Boy, please move on. Go ahead, Viv.
you're right. You are right. But listen, but my thing is this. Everything you said, you did it. I don't know why people I know why people keep calling your integrity into question. That's what they do around here. And folk are always searching for storylines. Jay, and for anybody that think Vivian got any part of the money, I didn't, because that question came up last night, Jay, in your chat. And Vivian didn't request any money. Vivian doesn't get paid for everything she do. And I'm talking in third person like Rico. I don't get paid for everything I do. I don't. But there's certain things that I do get paid for. But guess what? That's what Jay and that's what we call business partners. We talk that out and we work it out.
Yeah, Castro, you mad, child. Castro, though. Now, I want you to be honest with me because you looking at the vertical. But Castro, I want you to be honest with me. Did somebody hit you in the head? Because now, Castro, I do not want to start vicious rumors, but somebody said that your new man popped you in the head, and that's why you had that knot. And you said you real transparent, and you said you ain't transparent. Well, you could be right. But my thing is, since you're so transparent, how did you get that knot on your head? I'm just asking, did a mosquito bite you? Did you fall down the stairs? Did somebody hit you in the head with a frying pan? How'd you get that knot on your head? Because it's a big knot.
Jay, not a frying pan, darling.
I'm just saying, Vivian, go to Stump Down page and look at his head. I mean, I saw it
I don't want to see
live.
nobody with no knots on their head. I told you the last time I had a knot on my head, the cup fell off the top of the thing and hit me in the head, and I ended up in the hospital with a
Maybe that
concussion.
happened to Castro since he's so transparent. So Castro, what happened? What happened? Look, I'm not trying to be nasty. I'm just trying to. I was concerned, and you took that concern as why you coming for me. And I'm like, oh my God! I said, look at this hoe get mad. And Vivian, he got so mad, he started stuttering. I'm like, okay, breathe. I said, slow your speech down. You know what I'm saying? Because he starts, he starts, and I'm like, oh my God, he ticking. He ticking.
Well, when folks that stutter, if they start singing, it'll stop their stutter.
Castro
I
be
don't
studying
understand.
everything, child. Mel Tillis was a man who had a problem with stuttering, but you didn't hear it. But yeah, I hope you don't have a crash on the road. I'm not. I'm not Castro. I mean, but at least I have a car to get in a crash in. I hope you don't have a crash when you walking. When you're in an Uber, I don't know. But Castro, that's sad. You got to go that route, Castro. I was concerned about you. You had a knot on your head, Castro. How did you get that knot on your head? That's all I'm asking. How did you get the knot on your head? Are you okay? Do you need to go to the hospital? Do you need to go to the hospital? Because that knot is very pronounced, Castro. And you thought I was coming for you, but to be honest, I was very concerned because that knot looked like it was about to burst. I mean, it was glistening. And I just wanted to make sure you were okay.
Jay, hold on a second. Hey, Stomp Down, how are you, sweetheart? You say singing and snapping. Listen, you guys. Okay, so Miss Catherine, I think what she was doing is she was just speculating, but she went back and she said that she did not hear that. She did not hear Trish come at Jay. What she said, she stand corrected. She said she does stand corrected. So she said she says she's going to listen for herself at some point. So she says she is going to listen at this for herself at some point, you guys.
Yeah.
So
and Heidi, see, I don't have a problem with stuttering. It's when people trying to get shady and stutter with me. And I'm like, why you do that, Castro? And Castro, why do you think everybody wants you?
Castro, my mama's doing wonderful. Would you like to go and see her?
Oh, Jesus, you don't do that. Castro, Vivian's mom is deceased, by the way, just in case you might have not known that. But
He know my mama deceased, Jay.
oh,
He was trying to throw shade. He know my mom deceased. But
oh
would
no,
you like to go meet her?
Hold on for a minute. Stop. Hold on. No, don't say anything, Vivian. I know Castro is not trying to throw shade in that manner. I know Castro is not trying to throw shade in that manner. I know you're not trying to throw shade in that manner
Now let me tell you something, fucker. If you got issues with me, fucker, you have issues with me. Okay? Because one thing about it is Vivian don't have nothing to do with this. But I'll put another knot on your other head, that other side of your head. Don't fuck around and find out. Now you already getting your ass whipped. I'm just saying. Now we don't play that. We don't play that. I didn't think he knew your mama had passed away, Vivian. But no, fucker, don't play. Because we keep it light over here, huh?
Jay, he
No.
knew.
We keep it light over here. Don't know, Vivian, not on this. Don't correct me. Look, at ease. I'ma handle this. Now, fucker, if you got something to say, you say it to me. You leave Vivian out of this. Because we don't talk about your nasty mama offering you a dildo hoe. So if you gonna put something on it, put it on me. Don't be a punk. You put it on me. You put it on me. Rico, let me tell you something. I'll call the cops so I don't break your bony neck, bitch. I will call the cops not to go to jail over somebody not worth it. Ho, let me tell you something. You did that shit to, what's that boy name? ZT? I will whoop your bony ass. Do you understand me? And you catch a Chinese bus down here, ho. You catch a Chinese bus down here, ho. I'm telling you, you hoes think people are scared of you. Now, bitch, I don't fret for nobody. I go where I want to go. I'll just say that. I'll just say that. Cause again, everybody a faggot until they get their ass whipped by one. I'll get your lungs right and I'll get your teeth right. Sure enough. Now, who is this? I don't know who you are. Yeah. I don't know who you are. So I don't know who.
Jay, you need to go off and come back on. There you go. There you go, Jay.
Yeah, I'm back. You know what? These hoes. Let me say this to that person who just wrote that in the back chat. Reveal yourself. Rico, let me tell you something. Rico. This is the thing. People who don't have nothing to lose will cause you to lose everything. Bitch, you don't have nothing. You just got your teeth done. Compliments state of New York. Bitch, you went to go suck somebody's dick and to screw somebody who didn't even have a house. You sitting here fucking in a truck. The hoe didn't even have enough sense to have a bathtub for you. You took your skanky ass to Virginia. We saw your ass crying. We saw how nasty and grimy you were. Bitch, we done seen you climb through windows, smoking cigarettes about to burn a whole apartment down. Clothes in plastic bags. Bitch, you are 35 years old. You are far beyond an adolescent. Are you serious? You just got your teeth done. You got the whole Himalayas in your ass. You got a whole rock formation in the crevice of your anus. You got all kind of shit that you ain't even supposed to have up there. And you know why you have it up there? Because you have let all of those people skeet in you like you are a waste receptacle. And you think that somebody gives a damn. How you looking like a Vanity Six album with your mouth on somebody's nasty pee, looking like you done took some Quaaludes before you did it, with that bumpy ass in the camera. How you scrounging for cigarettes on the ground. Did we not see your ass go into the store and you was 10 cents short and you begging the man to give you the money? How are you serious? And again, you calling yourself dragging somebody. How you got to be in front of somebody to drag somebody. And right now, you ain't even in the mid portion. A hoe like you could never. And even in my old age, bitch, I got somebody. Who you have? Who you have? A dog? A dog? I see. They took that dog away from me because I don't have no friends in New York and I'm all alone. And the only thing I have is that dog. All that dick, but all that dick, but you need a dog. All of that dick and no friends. All of that dick and no money. I ain't never seen a broke hoe. A broke hoe. See, I'm worried because you got so many words for me. Ho, are you jealous because I live in a house? Are you jealous because I have 2 cars? Are you jealous because I have a man? I'm just trying to figure out because you seem, are you jealous because I have an education? Because you always bring it up, ho. And I'm just trying to find out when you going to do something for you. When you going to invest in yourself. I'm glad you invested in your teeth, but that shit'll be rotten and gangy again because you don't even know how to take care of your teeth, much less a dog. This hoe got 2 dogs stuck in a crate. And always trying to prove something to somebody. And be the first one to cry, because y'all don't like me. And y'all be talking about me. And all that bitch. Because you miserable. You sitting there thinking somebody want that cyclops of a sorry punk. He just as sorry as you. And that bitch left you. He left you. And that's why you don't like Chocolate Bay. Let me tell you something. You can try to embarrass him. That's the only thing you got on him because you tried to embarrass him. But baby, you could never be a Chocolate Bay. You could never walk in them spaces, ho. You could never. And you mad because that big boy at the time took your black cross-eyed man and had you holding on the bag. All of that food that you cooked, he left you sitting there like a fool and went out with Chocolate Bay. Did he do it? And you sat there and cried. And I said, you should let him back in. And your stupid ass let him back in. Because he didn't have a place to stay. All he did was use you. And bitch, he gonna do it again. He gonna do it again. You know why? Because you's a needy hoe. Baby, I would beat you like Serena beat Sharapova. Bitch, I would never let me beat. I would never let you beat me. Ever. Oh, you took his dog friend? No, his dog friend, fuck you. That's what that was. Because you don't have him now, ho. And obviously, he was Chocolate Bay's friend. Because Chocolate Bay lives in Houston, ho. Slut. All you do, that's all you can do. I got good throw. Ho, go somewhere.
Jay. And to the person who wrote that in the back chat, listen, you would never. You would never. So keep all that negative energy to yourself. And until you identify yourself, nothing. You're nothing. So thank you so very much. Thank you for allowing me to live rent free.
Well, Rico, do you think that's something big? Well, can you say where you got something? Can you say where you went to work and got something for your work? Hold the only claim to fame you have is what you do with your body and not your brain. Hold, don't you have something else that you can claim to fame because you got slutted by somebody and you think that's something big, ho? That's a tragedy. I ain't never seen no slut and bro at least have a degree and be a slut. Slut, you don't have no options. The only thing you have is some government assistance. And you think that that's a big thing because you slept with somebody? Is that all you got, ho? And this again, bitch, I would never. And the only thing you good for is a lay. That's all you good for. I wouldn't take your ass nowhere. Nowhere. That bitch think he turning it. Cause you slept with somebody. You and Caslow. That bitch got a knot on his head looking like Mount Rushmore, and people concerned about his slow ass, and then he get mad at it because somebody probably beat his ass anyhow. And then so y'all always think somebody want y'all broke asses. Nobody don't want y'all. Do you know we can find people if we wanted to who look just as good as you with some shit? Nobody don't want to be taking care of no grown damn men. Both of y'all in y'all 30s and y'all got shit to show. You got one living in his uncle's apartment or his house in a room, sitting up there beating off and putting stuff up his anus. And then you got another broke hoe getting kicked out of public housing, getting his stuff put on the side of the road. And you think somebody wants y'all? Ho, not on my worst day. Bitch, I could be living in a homeless shelter and still wouldn't want to deal with y'all. Nasty asses.
Lord Jesus, these folks are crazier than hell today,
They are.
Jay.
Talking
Jay, they
about something I
crazier
call
than
a
hell.
cop. Bitch, first of all, you wouldn't even have a chance. That's why I'm saying, that's why I call the cops, because baby, I don't want to go to jail over some tranky, ranchy, ratchet ass, dirty, living on a air mattress hoe. And then y'all claim that somebody wants you, but you got a whole dreaming about somebody over there. So, bitch, I'm going to be on your neck. I'm going to be on your neck. I knew you wouldn't shit when you called Shamar talking about Tommy. I knew you wouldn't shit when you up there talking about somebody was trying to seduce you to a damn cabin. Ho, you just lost somebody. But, bitch, let me tell you something. You couldn't even afford a plane ticket or your damn hotel. And your ass stayed right there, didn't you? Because if that ass was that good, you would have been on the trip. Nasty whore. You junkhead whore, letting that boy sit there and whip your ass on camera. And you think somebody wants you? Ho, you don't have no esteem.
Jay, he said he was broke.
He's still broke. He's still broke. I ain't out of my body. I'm calling it like it is. I'm calling it like it is. This slut up there swallowing everybody's semen, and she got a booty rack full of bacteria in her ass, and think somebody want to get with that. Can't even keep a meth head. I mean, come on, the meth head left you. I mean, shit, the meth head left you. The meth head left you. No, he left you, ho. He left you for the white man because they had money to supply his needs. You didn't have shit. Talking about he left somebody. Then he had a hoe climbing through his window. I mean, just tranky, trashy mess. Just trashy mess. Well, you don't do drugs, but he does. So first of all, you need somebody that bad. You need somebody that bad, hoe. You need somebody that bad to lay up in your bed. Ugh. My God, today.
And for the person that asked, the back chat ain't saying nothing. You know why it ain't saying nothing? Because that should have never happened. That should have never happened.
And all these hoes want is your attention. They love this shit because they love abuse. They like men to talk to them nasty and bad. They get off on that. Castro like that. Castro like that shit because Castro done grew up his shit. Castro mama done grew up with that shit. She done got her ass whooped a couple of times, so he used to that. He used to that. So is this other one here, Zika here. He same way with this bitch here. They like that shit. That's why they can't keep nobody because they live for strife. They dysfunctional. Castro, your mama living and don't give a damn about you. Because if she did, she would have had you in a better place. See, that's the sad part about it. Vivian mama did more for her dying than your mama doing living, ho. Because you still living with your uncle in a room, ho. You ain't even a self-sufficient man. Ho, you don't even got a driver's license. Ho, so again, Vivian mama did much. Vivian served her country, ho. The country serving you, bitch. Okay, so again, Vivian is a veteran, ho. What are you doing? What have you contributed besides complaining over Snap? Because your Snap done got cut. Ho, you can't come for Vivian mama. Because your own mama ain't shit. She ain't shit.
I'm not worried about what he said
Hold
about
on.
my
She ain't shit.
mama.
No, she ain't shit. She ain't shit. Your mama ain't shit.
Because guess what? If my mama was still here and he came down, she'd still make sure he had a good place to sleep. She'd
Nobody don't
make
care about
sure
that
he had a
bitch.
good meal.
Nobody don't care
All
about
of
that
that.
hoe. Anyway, that hoe ain't good. Baby, that hoe have
Because my mama
McCormick
was a
all that.
mama.
Let me say this. That bitch mama ain't shit. She ain't shit. Leaving them with all kind of men. Bitch, okay? Your mama the one leaving you with all kind of men and shit happening. Where your mama, hoe? Where your mama? Where was she? Okay, I thought so. See, before you open your mouth, you better know what your mama and your mammy ain't doing. Let me tell you why your mama ain't shit. You in the wrong. Your mama trying to help you and you don't even listen to your own mammy. She ain't shit. And you ain't either. Bitches don't even know how to market and make baskets. Bitch, y'all better go somewhere. If your mama was shit, she would have you having a driver's license. Bitch don't even have a driver's license. Ho would have put you in an artistic class or put you in some kind of class in a speech. You would have had a speech audiologist, ho. She would have took you to Sylvan and Kumon so you could do some math and get ahead, ho. So you could at least went to Philander Smith or UAPB. Now, how about that? Vivian got a degree. Vivian served her country. Vivian got land. She ain't living with her uncles, ho. So obviously you can't talk about nobody mama. Yours failed you and yours living. How about that? You know your mama ain't shit when she said you need this. How your mama gonna give you a dildo and say you need it? Ho, that says a lot. No, I'm getting this stuttering Stanley, stupid and stuttering alcoholic together. He thought he was being cute. But let me tell you something. Vivian mama is a better mama dead than yours living, hoe. Now I said it. Your mammy ain't shit either. You up here almost going on 40 and don't have no driver's license. Ho, do you have a state ID? And then that other trifling hoe moved to New York because she's so lazy and she don't want to work. She wants somebody, the government, to take care of her. And want to mash up something. You need to go mash up in an application. You need to go mash up, okay, some potatoes at some restaurant and work. You mashing up the wrong shit. That's the problem.
Jay, I just had to show my face because he had to see that what he said about me. That shit don't about my mama. That shit don't fucking phase me because I know who my mama is. I
That
know
hoe
who
is
she
mad.
was.
That hoe is mad because I went to that hoe's page and that hoe had a titty knot as big as a titty on his head. And I'm like, hey, what happened to you? Why is there a knot on your head? And the hoe got mad. And the hoe got mad. It was a simple question. Now you tell your mama she ain't shit. And let her come up here. I tell her in her face she ain't shit. You testament that she ain't shit. 35 years old and don't have no driver's license. Working intermittently.
Lyric over there having a good time. Listen at Lyric just
She is.
amen to you. Hey,
Yeah.
Lyric.
Lyric got toys. Lyric ain't in a cage. Lyric can walk around the house. Okay? Lyric have health care, hoe. The bitch got 2 dogs in a cage. Girl, y'all hoes, you could never talk about you dragging
Jay,
somebody, baby. You
I
got to be
got
in
two
front of
dogs.
somebody to drag them.
I got 2 dogs walking around here. I got one laying at the foot of the bed and the other one in the hallway. Mr. Zeus. I'm telling y'all, listen. Y'all stop playing with folk.
Castro, I guess he got that government insurance. But I'm tired of that hoe. She's a sneaky bitch. And she'll lie. And she always try to be the victim. Ho, you ain't no victim. And y'all act like these people 17 years old. These people are almost 40. They have arrested development. And Zika head over there, he just killed me because he think he is the cat meow. And he thinks somebody is always after him. And I don't know why y'all think somebody wants y'all. And that's the sad part about it because the only thing y'all got is y'all body. And let me say this. I'm 55 years old. But bitch, my lungs are in better shape than yours. What's that boy name? Zika head. What's Zika head name? What's Zika head name? Rico. You smoke and you drink. And it's crazy. And then Castro got all of these mystery bumps on his head. You need to go get checked and get a damn MRI and see if you're okay. Have you even had a prostate screening? All that beating you doing, you better make sure your prostate okay. After all that shit we done saw in that room. And you better make sure that you don't have no bacteria, all of that protein up on your flow and stuff. Your uncle need to do a steam cleaning every 3 months. Nasty ass. I don't know, somebody might have beat his ass up. He had another titty knot on his head. I just asked the hoe, is you okay? And you older than me. That you damn right. You should want more for your damn self. You and that other busted brick over there. Now I'm gonna give it to Brian. I know he cuckoo as hell, but at least that hoe will work. Between chasing ambulances, he will work. Okay, between lawsuits, he will work. Okay, he has his own place. He needs help
Jay,
every little once in a while, but he do have his own
well, Jay,
place.
there is something to say if you're able to go and get a lawsuit and actually
Mhm.
keep a lawsuit and actually win a lawsuit. So you can't compare Brian to them.
And then the hoes want to get mad at Honest Row. Well, Honest Row have a nice car and a nice place to stay, hoe. Where y'all living? Honest Row don't be living off of food stamps. Honest Row live off of it right. I give Honest Row his props. You could never, Shamar would never date you, Castro, because you don't got shit. Why he gonna date you? Because you think you look good? Well, bitch, looks don't pay rent. Looks don't pay for dinner. Here go Castro talking about something. If I don't have it, I get it. How you gonna get it? By deceiving white men out of their money and not showing up? Is that how you gonna get it, ho? What you gonna do? Make Easter baskets and get it? Girl, bye. And then you got this hoe over here when they said they were gonna take that dog and how much that was gonna cost. That hoe said, I don't got no money. Ho, we know that. You don't have no options either. And then instead of her trying to keep it on the low and keep it quiet so nobody want to take the dog again, the hoe want to prove somebody that she got dogs. Now she got 2 dogs in the same crate. I'm like, ho, you so stupid. Nah, be mad at that. Talking about somebody out their body. Ain't not my body, ho. I'm just calling it for what it is. Now, you may not like Stump Down, and me and Stump Down don't see eye to eye, but I ain't never seen Stump Down talking about some food stamps. And Stump Down got a car, damn it. Stump Down talking about retirement and pensions and all of that stuff and 401ks, ho. Okay? What you doing?
Where Stomp Down live? Stomp Down, I ain't never heard Stomp Down say nothing about living in nobody else's house neither.
Ain't never he got somebody. And again, that's another thing. You hoes always talking about somebody want you. Stump Down got a partner. I got a partner. Okay? What y'all hoes got? Okay, I thought so. Bitch, I ain't mad, baby. I'm just starting. Tell your sorry ass mama she need to do better. That's what you need to say. Don't have no driver's license. Don't have your own place. Don't have no education. Living off the government. She did a damn good job. Bitch making seasonal baskets, cutting grass. What the hell? What the hell? Selling ass on the streets of Little Rock, of all places. Using people. That's why that transgender was gonna whoop your ass, because you probably took money from her too. Oh, slut. And your mama said, this is a dildo. Do you need this? Ho, you said it out your own mouth. Your mama know you a slut. She know your hole is wrecked. That's bad when your own mama know. Oh, maggoty hoe, sitting up there talking about somebody trying to get him and seduce him to come to a cabin. Ho, nobody didn't need to take you to a cabin, bitch. Any old bus station would have done for your ass. Nobody don't need to be spending that much money for no tranky ass ratchet ranchy hoe. Okay? Bitch, we were just trying to help you out because you just went through something. But you ain't even have enough money. Ooh, these new gays. Ooh, these millennial and these millennial and Gen Zs. Oh my God, and these Gen Alpha gays, y'all pathetic. Y'all need to do better. Don't have shit, but think everybody wants y'all. Nobody ain't taking care of no grown man. Here you are almost mid-age. You almost in your 40s. Y'all are in hitting 30, 33, 34, 35, and you don't have your shit together. No, ho, I didn't like how you came at her. Your mama ain't shit either. Baby, Vivian mama probably do more than yours dead than yours alive. You don't even listen to your own mama. And where your daddy, ho? Vivian know where her daddy is. Where your daddy at, ho? Where's your daddy? And I ain't talking about your stepdaddy. Your mama up there leaving you with strange men doing all kind of things, ho. You got nerve to be talking about somebody's mama. Did your mama get you tested? Anyway, I got time today trying to get smart with somebody's mama and your mama ain't even shit. Well, good. That saves him the time so he wouldn't have to be disappointed. Good. So I'm glad he didn't have to bear the brunt of seeing those stuttering slut. So good for him. That's the smartest thing your daddy ever done. He had to see you. Now, how that feel, ho? A whole busted brick.
Dad, you is brutal.
No, I got time for that hoe. Anyway, Vivian, I'm getting ready to get over here, but that hoe got some
Now he
nerve.
made you go and get some ice water or that.
No, I gave Lyric, she liked them little ice cube, so I gave Lyric an ice cube, and I'm gonna get my little zero calorie tea over here. Him and ZT. He up here busting nuts with ZT virtually. Nasty old hoe. And then think somebody want him. Bitch, you don't have shit. Let me tell you, let me say this, y'all. Because I ain't playing with this. Because I want y'all to know who I am. So you want some transparency, Stuttering Stanley? I'm gonna give you some transparency. It was a nice looking guy from St. Louis when I was single. He was a nice looking guy. Baby, very nice looking. When that hoe said he ain't had no car, that was it. Bitch, that was it. Uh-uh. So bitch, if he was that good looking and ain't have no car, baby, that thing turned me off. You don't have a chance in hell. You hear me? A chance in hell. A chance in hell. And Simon, you need to shut the fuck up before you get blocked. Cause I'm tired of your stink breath, dirty wearing, fleece ass wearing, shiny nose ass, drinking all the time ass. You keep on playing. You'll find yourself on the outs as well. Cause I don't like food and busted bricks from different countries either. Talking about you got Dory pregnant, bitch, please. Y'all believe that shit? First of all, whether he gay or straight, the bitch is so drunk, he probably can't produce shit. Cause he always drinking. That whole sperm is alcohol, 90%, 90 proof. Nothing can survive that shit. Talking about a baby. I know you, bitch, please.
Jay,
Y'all,
you is all brutal tonight. I
because I'm tired of that
mean,
hoe. Talking about something he done had a baby. Child by. And what get me is when his girlfriend, wife came back, that hoe stole all his shit. And he act like he ain't know how to go to the police. I'm like, bitch, you a lawyer. That's why I knew your ass was no lawyer. I'm like, ho, you don't know what the law is? Why you gotta call me?
I'm happy because I have my own home. I'm happy because I don't have to rely on anybody. I'm happy because guess what? I know where my mama is and I know what my mama did for me. I know where my daddy is and my daddy wasn't dead upon arrival. How about that? That's why I'm happy. I'm happy because my family love me. I'm happy because I'm not laying on my uncle couch. How about that? I'm happy
And
because
cooking
I'm
and
able to be the
cooking
head
greasy
and not the
and
tail.
cooking greasy, nasty old pork chops and eating rice and shit. Okay, child by. Chaba, Vivian, I wouldn't waste my time. This hoe was up
Listen,
here.
how
This hoe
about
was
this?
sitting in the dirt meditating with that damn chain link fence. Baby, I'm like, oh, look at this chain link fence up in this backyard.
Wait a minute,
Chaba,
Jay. I got the best one. I'm happy because I'm able to be a blessing and not a damn beggar. And I'm not worried about all of this and I'm not being a burden on people. How about that?
child. Cause I'm gonna get a job. They cut my snap. Ho, that's why they cut you. Bitch, that's why they cut your snap in the first place. They want you to get your lazy ass up and get a job.
And I
Okay?
just don't understand it, Jay. He talking about he can't work. Listen, I walked out of a job on Saturday and I had one before
That
I
hoe
had
don't want
two
to work.
jobs before I
They
walked
want
out
to
of
keep them
one.
crazy checks. They want to keep them crazy checks. Long as they got something to eat and something to drink, that's all. They don't care about seeing the world. That hoe couldn't even get a plane ticket. I'm like, ho, they don't have frontier. They don't have no spirit. That hoe couldn't even get a spirit ticket. I'm like, bitch,
Yeah, bitch,
please.
I did receive something from my mama. I received life from her and life lessons and how to be a strong worker and how not to depend on no damn body, how to go out and get my own, and how I
Child.
don't have to be up in here
Vivian,
just
Vivian,
busting it, dropping
this
it
bitch
down and
mama
busting it
giving him a
wide. No.
dildo. She giving him a dildo. Baby, don't argue with that foolery. This man getting his ass whipped by another man on TV in front of everybody. Don't hit me! Stop! Stop! Don't hit me! Chaba.
My mama gave me the ability to go to school and get learn and learn. How about that?
If Vivian have a driver's license, ho.
And two cars. How about
Don't
that?
hit me! Stop! Stop! Chaba. Oh, this is what you wanted. This is what you like. This is what you used to. You used to men and people talking to you like this. You like this shit.
Miss Patricia, listen, I don't worry about what they say about my mama because I actually knew my mama. And there's people on here who's actually met my mama that know my mama. That's why I don't worry about what these people say.
I ain't
Oh,
working.
she
This
did
bitch
the
got
best
beat.
she could.
This bitch got beat in the head in the street. Okay? He let a whole man whip his ass in the street. In the street. And then instead of the hoe going to the hospital, he gonna let some white people next door stitch him up. Just low rent. Just low rent. Section 8 type of shit.
Well, Jay, he did the best he could do. And Castro, guess what? Stop coming for me because you can't handle Jay. Why you keep coming for me? Because Jay won't give you no attention.
He a weak bitch. He a weak, sneaky bitch. He's a weak bitch. And let me tell you something. I used to think, well, why do Stuck Down have a problem with Castro and Tommy and Rico? And then I'm like, why do Spill It Boy, Trace Your Lane have a problem with Rico? And these people, because these are tranky ratchet hoes. And they tricks. And that's what they are. And my thing is, that's how they want to be treated, and that's how you got to treat them. Baby, you can't treat these people with contempt because at the end of the day, them hoes don't even like themselves. So that's all I'm going to say. Anything else, baby, this was fun. But baby, I'm just telling the truth. That hoe don't have nothing on nobody. Nobody don't want you, hoe. Hoe,
Something
you
else to
don't even
say.
want yourself. You don't even want, let me tell you why you don't want yourself. Oh, I feel it. It's another wave coming on. I feel another wave. Hoe, you don't even want yourself. Let me tell you why you don't want yourself. If you like yourself and you wanted yourself, you'll do better by yourself. Ho, you ain't doing shit for yourself. Okay, you ain't doing shit. Neither you and that other man. The only thing that man's doing good, he got some teeth in his mouth. But you ain't doing shit for yourself. And then get mad at me because I can go shopping. Ho, I work. And whether it's Uber, Lyft, ride share, bitch, I work. These hoes don't even invest in themselves. This bitch don't even think enough of himself to get a damn driver's license. And then want to come for somebody.
Well, Jay, I will say this. Darling, we'll be at Jaycation 2026 in San Antonio, Texas. Now, if you can get enough bus fare, cab fare, plane fare, or whatever, or even if you can even get on.
I don't want them hoes to come.
Wait a minute, hold on. But they not gonna be able to get there anyway because you gotta have a
But
real
if they
ID.
get there, somebody will have to pay them back. Like Shakia, them trifling Detroit hoes, not all of them, but mayor on the scrumph of mayor. But baby, nobody ain't having no sponsor for them to try to get them back. I ain't putting out my credit card one time to get them bitches back. Hell to the no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And let me say this, Castro and Rico, since y'all got it going so much, have a Rico-cation. Have a Castro-cation. Okay? Do your bit with hoes. Y'all got all of this Rico. Go ahead and walk them streets and get enough money to have a vacation. Ho. Always talking about something, ain't doing shit.
But Jay, I know they can't make it because they gotta be able to have the registration fee, hotel
First of all, you gotta
room.
have an ID.
You gotta have a real ID. Can you even get a real ID?
First of all, you gotta have a credit card so you can hold a damn room for incidentals, hoes. Okay, you can't leave no EBT card down at the hotel lobby, girl. Okay, you can't leave no EBT and no WIC card down there.
Well, Jay, he can't get a WIC card. He gotta have a baby. He gotta be like a mother to get a WIC card.
Okay, yeah, that's for the WIC.
But I'm just saying, you right. First of all, they gotta have a real ID card. And that means you gotta have a social security card and a birth certificate to get those.
Well, first of all, you better have some shit in Texas because you'll be deported somewhere. Child, them hoes ain't going nowhere. They don't even go nowhere at home, so I know they ain't coming here. The last time a bitch went somewhere, her stuff was laying out. Lord Jesus, help me. Last time a bitch went to Detroit, they came back home, and their damn furniture was laying all up out in the street in the
Wait a minute,
dope bar.
Jay. Jay, you see what Melissa say? She say she got hers now. How much is the fee? She got it in her pocket. She ready to pay her.
And then Rico want
Ready
to
to
come
pay.
after Melissa, but Melissa got money. Melissa been on the cruise. Melissa can hold a damn hotel room. Okay, ho? I always want to drag somebody, and you got to be in front of the person to drag somebody, ho. So get on your channel and make some money on today. Make some money
Jay,
and make a coin on today, because I'm giving you plenty ample content to make a coin. Ho, this is what you wanted, Castro. This is what you wanted, Rico. But I tell you what, Castro, I don't need you on my platform, ho. You ain't bringing nothing here. The only time you was bringing something, that boy was whooping your ass, and you don't have no content. Ever since he gone, all you been doing over there is, oh, I'm gonna let it go, let it go. I'm gonna move on with my life. I'm gonna go to Job Corps.
Jay, not they said they need to have their own glory hole cations. Jesus Christ. These folks, y'all know y'all brutal down in these comments.
Is that Kwani? Kwani, what happened with Heidi and Jay Wilson? Nothing. Nothing. She needs $250. I'm gonna give her $250. We're not gonna use her banner, and we're gonna go along with somebody else, because the whole thing, she gonna shake me down for some money, and she can kiss my ass twice because she ain't getting nothing. I ain't gonna sit here and fight with her. That's it. That's it. That's all, Kwani. Ain't nothing to see. Ain't nothing to see. Somebody didn't act in good faith, so I have left it alone. Happy New Year, Kwani.
Happy New Year, Kwani.
Happy New Year. I'm gonna make a difference. Ooh, yeah. I'm Kim Burrell, can't you tell?
Jay, not at the morning post. Not at the morning post. But listen, y'all, I look forward to seeing all of those of you who are planning on coming to Jaycation 2026. Hallelujah. I look forward to meeting each and every one of you. If you would like to come on down to Jaycation 2026, which will be happening in San Antonio, and if you like further information, email me at yespicturelady@gmail.com.
And make sure you can make it, and make sure you got enough money. If you don't have enough money, don't come, okay? Make sure you can have a little credit card for incidentals, okay? Make sure you have that.
Please have your money when we go to certain club places. We're not buying drinks for you, so have your own drink money. Praise God.
Hold on for a minute. Here go LaDonna Janae. I'm
Hello,
Kim
darling.
Burrell, can't you tell? Ooh, Kim Burrell, can't you tell? Hold on for a minute. Let me let LaDonna Janae up. Ooh, look at LaDonna Janae. Hey.
I lost my ID. I can't find my ID. I lost
Are
it.
you in the gym?
Child, he in the gym, girl.
I lost my ID. What am I supposed to do?
You better get one. You can go to Houston. Baby, your friend
The
Castro
first
is
thing
he big mad, honey. Castro is big
the first
mad.
thing you need to do, if you lost your ID, please make sure you go to the police and file a report, because you need to go to the police and file a report.
Oh Lord, here they go again. Oh, look at him. He always said somebody gonna go to hell and stuff with his gay ass again. Here you go. Well, Castro, since you don't want to be gay no more, go on find a woman. Okay. Oh no, nobody ain't laughing about the death in the family. What people were shocked is that you ain't have your shit together, that you came home and your shit was put out.
See, nobody ain't laughing at your death. Oh, no. Don't try to make it about the death hole. It ain't about the death hole. It's about your shit being put out. Excuse me. When my mama passed away, I went to the funeral and I came back and had a place to stay, ho. So you mean to tell me every time you go to a funeral that your shit need to be put out? Is that what you saying? Is that what you saying, ho? Is that what you saying, punk? Is that what you saying, punk? Because nobody ain't laughing at who died in your family, punk. We up here saying, punk, we can't understand why you went to Detroit and your shit was laid out since you had your shit together. But ho, I game mode too, ho, but I ain't have to get put out. So you mean to tell me that to game mode, you need to get kicked out your house to game mode? Is that what you're saying? So get kicked out your house to game mode. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, okay then. Y'all hear this? Get kicked out your place and get game to game more. Okay. Girl, bye. That poverty mentality. Well, you may have not got kicked out, but your furniture did. Baby, them clothes did. Okay, you didn't get kicked out, but your items did. How about that? What part of the story that I need to know? You got kicked out. Okay, this is the thing. You went to a funeral. You ain't have your shit together at home. You came back and your shit kicked out. I don't get that. Okay, so that tell me your shit wasn't together. You left without your shit being together. Bitch, why am I mad because of y'all? Ho, why am I mad because you don't have no driver's license? Why am I mad, ho? I'm just trying to find you mad. You still here. You still engaging. That's what get me. You still engaging. You and this other busted brick still engaging. That's what get me. That's what get me. This basket building bastard over here and ain't got nothing to show from it either. You building baskets, but you still living in your uncle room. I know your uncle ready for your ass to go.
Jay, basket
John, why you got
building
all of this stuff on my
basket.
flow? Why my flow sticky? Why my flow sticky? Ooh, I can't. He know he can't wait till you leave. Ooh, God, the only reason he doing it because that's your mama brother. Ooh, but he ready for your ass to go because you too old to be living in that man's house. Okay, then, bitch, you shouldn't have lost nothing. You should have kept everything, ho. See, that's the whole thing, punk. You should have kept everything. You should have had your shit together before you even jumped on that damn Greyhound bus to go to Detroit. See, that's what I'm saying. Stupid ass hoe. I would have said, look, hoe, get yourself together. You better talk to your apartment manager. You got any money to leave down so your shit won't be on the ground. But see, you don't have no man to show you because your daddy didn't do it. Both your daddies didn't do shit for you, but left the seed and left your ass there. That's all they was, the sperm donors, and left y'all asses. And if you had a good daddy, he would have told your ass that you don't leave nowhere without no money. Make sure your shit together. That's what he would have told you. Sitting there going to Detroit, not knowing what you're gonna come back home to.
Wait a
Bitch,
minute.
please.
Not you asking for a break. Not you tapping out now. Oh no, now you should tapping out now, Castro.
No, Castro, you wanted this hoe. You wanted this hoe. And your negligent mama leaving you with any kind of man, child drinking and doing all kind of foolishness with you. No wonder you so demented. Honey, they was in your corner, but they went in your apartment. That's all I can say. It's one thing to be in your corner, but they went in your apartment. Okay? Because if they was in your corner hole, you would have had enough money to pay for that rent. Okay, bitch? See? Yeah. Yeah. Right. Oh, give your daddy some flowers. Child, you got your mama hope. Well, you sure didn't have none of her money because, honey, you got kicked up out that apartment.
What about your daddy? You asking me if my mama living, is your daddy living? And the other thing is, you
And did
guys,
you put any flowers at your daddy's grave, hoe? Since you didn't know the hoe. Jesus. Okay. I'm Kim Burrell, can't you tell? Anyway. Shamar, what I can't get, I get it for you. Ho, you can't get shit. Rico tried to move his mama and his grandmama to New York to get public assistance. Child, I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. Child, it's generational.
listen, y'all. I'm not worried about what Castro said about my mama. You know why I ain't worried about what Castro said about my mama? That's because I knew my mama. And my mama actually loved me. And my mama wasn't giving me sexual toys to just get me out of her face.
No, they was
And
cleaning
out of
up
her
some part of the house
face.
and they got to clean up some. It sounded like his mama's seasonal worker too. And so she found a dildo and asked him, you need this? Baby, she's trying to get you practice safe sex, ho. Anyway, did you need this? Anyway, these busted bricks. This hoe don't have no driver's license. Ho, did you get that driver's license yet?
And guess what? My mama dead and
Rico,
gone,
do
and
you
I
have a
still got.
driver's license,
And I
Rico?
still, wait a minute, hold on, Jay. My mama dead and gone, and I still got mama figures here that love me and that take care of me and will do anything for me. How about that?
Look at Rico though. Look at Rico. Rico, you remember that man? Yeah, that little trick you was meeting, and he left your ass at the Burger King and had your phone, and you was crying, and he took your bicycle. Honey, Marilyn was treacherous. When I tell you Marilyn was treacherous to Rico, baby, if it wasn't the cigarettes and climbing through windows and about to burn the window down, honey, the trade was taking the bicycles. Bitch was stranded at Burger King. Honey, have it your way, ho. Honey! That man said he didn't get it his way and he took that bicycle. He sure did. And ho was crying over there. Baby, you do more crying than anything, Mr. Piss in a Bottle. Baby, you do more crying than a little bit. Okay, you and that boy over there. We sitting here getting slapped like Tina Turner. Okay, Ike was tapping that ass. Okay, and here go Tina Turner. Eat the cake anime. Okay, getting his ass whipped. Instead of his slow ass going to the house and calling the police, he gonna try to fight. And baby got that head cracked up with that what's that steering wheel lock. Baby, not only did it lock
The
that steering
club.
wheel, it locked with that cranium. It locked with that skull hole, and you were bleeding like Jesus, honey. The blood came streaming down. Okay, it came streaming down. Okay, you sitting up there looking like some African Bantu tribe with that blood on your face. Oh, you better go sit down somewhere, letting that man whip you up. And this not the first time. Boo boo on the towel. Y'all hoes trifling. Pee in the closet. Okay, girl, it's a mess. It's a mess, and you're dirty. Now I'm gonna admit, Tommy's apartment got clean when you left, but ho, when you was there, you was dirty because we done seen your room too. I know Castro was gripping that. Castro was gripping that steering wheel like maybe his life depended on it. We saw him, Tommy, trying to teach that hoe how to drive. Anyway.
Well, Jay, I'm just gonna say this.
Child, that Lesbiterian mama yours,
Castro.
that pimp mama yours over there, that
Hold on.
munching hoe over
Jay,
there.
I want to tell Castro, baby, you can't read me because your life is a read, sweetheart. Now,
Bitch, you can't even
when
speak
you
talking about reading. Hold up. Bitch can't even speak talking about reading. Bitch, can you read? Can you truly read, ho? And I'm talking about on level. On level, ho. Can you read on level, ho? A bitch is stuttering, can't even talk, but talking about he reading somebody, but you can't even speak. Girl, you better go on some.
But
Yo,
if you would
good
like,
old phonics hoe over here trying to talk or trying to read somebody.
but Castro, if you need some help, sweetheart, I taught special ed. I still have my license, and I can help you out. Just
We'll help
email
that
me
whole
at
lot.
just help me at just email me at yespicturelady@gmail.com. And we can get online, do some Zoom classes, and I can give you some instructions.
We'll
I
help
can
that
give
whole
you
lot.
instructions.
Mama should have
I,
sent them to Kumana Silver.
I am a certified special education teacher. So that's what I did. I taught students like you for years, sweetheart, and I can
This
help you
bitch is
too.
pressing on 40 and can't drive. Up there gripping that steering. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. And then Zika head over here. Oh my God. This whole hunching in the woods of Virginia, crying because he's stranded. And I don't care what y'all say, whether ODS was in the right intent or not, this hoe was stranded. This hoe didn't know where to turn. This bitch didn't know east from west and south or north, or this bitch didn't know nothing. He went to go meet a hoe that he ain't know nothing about. That bitch was shuffling him on. The bitch snuck him in to go take a shower. I mean, who does that? This is why I know this hoe don't care about himself. I wish a bitch would. Excuse me? Excuse me? But the bitch had to stay there because she only had enough money to be there. And the bitch ain't had no options or no choices. See, that's what I'm saying. When you trap like this, you don't have no options or choices. The bitch couldn't catch an Uber. The bitch couldn't do nothing. Because the bitch didn't even have a rental car. Because the hoe didn't even have a credit card to put down on a rental car. See what I'm saying? But you want to talk about everybody else. Ho, I would have drove up there with my Tesla rental car just as big. Oh, ho, no, this ain't going to work. Let me go to Richmond. Let me go to Norfolk. Let me go ahead and get a hotel room. Ho, you couldn't do that, could you? You couldn't do that, could you, ho? You couldn't do that, could you, ho? You were at the mercy of that man, wasn't you, ho? Yeah, I thought so. You was at the mercy of that man. Yeah, sneaking and taking a shot. Who break it in how? Ain't it something that these hoes always climbing through windows so this bitch could take a shower? And you reading somebody hoe? No. Mm-mm. Girl, you better go on somewhere. You better. My mama good hoe. Let me say this. All of this little ugly shit you doing, baby, you hurt. Bitch, you the one who hurt. Tell your mama Happy New Year, hoe. If she would have spent more time on you and not munching carpet, okay, and shampooing carpets, okay, and munching and crunching, you might have been some shit. You ain't shit because she ain't shit either. Okay? Old lesbian pimp. And she really didn't want to have you, hoe. Truth is, she wanted to prove herself that she wasn't a lesbian, but she really was. So she probably just had you to prove it. You ain't nothing but a proving baby, hoe. How about that? That bitch didn't want to have you. She didn't even want to be associated with femininity, hoe. But I talked to my daddy. Did you talk to your daddy, hoe? Have you talked to your daddy, hoe? I talked to my daddy. My mama dead, but did you talk? Cause I don't deal with ghost talk, bitch. But did you talk to your daddy? Did you talk to your daddy, hoe? Do you know who your daddy is, hoe? Do you know who your daddy is? Hello, do you know who your daddy is? Have you talked to your daddy? Because I talked to mine. Have you talked to yours? Okay. Girl, I'm talking to my mama like it's ghost. Motisha, is that you? Orlando, is that you? Motisha, what you done did to your hair?
It's Autumn Brown. Do you like it? Bitch, it ain't no ghost over here. Nobody ain't talking to Older May. Sam Wheat. Sam Wheat. Bitch, it ain't ghost over here. Ah, oh my God. Oh, Tisha, what you done to your hair? Orlando, do you like it? It's autumn summer. Oh my God. Come on now. Come on now. Castro, you still
Jay,
got
every
that knot
time
on?
you do that, that make me chuckle. Just
Okay.
make me chuckle.
Castro, you still got that knot on your head? Did you lance that knot? Okay, did you lance that knot on your head? You got that big old knot on your head. How you get that knot on your head? Come on, be transparent with me, ho. Since you all about that transparency, how you get that knot on your head? Mm-hmm. That's an old lesbian pimp. Baby, she was up there pimping women way before Mama D. She didn't want to have Rico. Rico is just a proven baby that I ain't a lesbian, but she really was. She didn't want to have him. Anyway.
For those of you who aren't on the foolery and the fuck shit, come on and join us at Jcation 2026 down
So
in San
I'm giving the girls
Antonio,
what they
Texas.
want. I mean, this is what you want. So I'm giving you what you want tonight. I just asked that hoe why she got a bump on her head and she losing her mind. And anytime I was you ain't bothering me, I ain't reading the chat. Then hoe, how you know I'm still here? How you know I'm still here, hoe? Girl, you better go and sit down somewhere. Ooh, these hoes just simple. Just simple hoes. Ooh, him and Zika head. Anyway, y'all, I'm getting ready to go. I done enough. So y'all have a good night. Vivian, have a good night. Y'all take care. Peace and
You too,
love.
Jay. Y'all, go
Bye.
ahead and email me. Love y'all. Peace.